Amazing deals at all 3 Burton Pools and Spas locations. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
Attention football fans. This year marks the 25th year of the Brandon Burlsworth football camps, and the 2025 camps are going to be extra special. And you have 3 camp dates to choose from. May 29th in Farmington, May 30th in Harrison, or May 31st in Little Rock. The camps are open to boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Enrollment is limited, so register early at brandonburlsworth.org. We're celebrating 25 years in 2025. The Brandon Burlsworth football camps will be here soon.
Experience the flavors of chef-inspired modern Ozark cuisine at Mockingbird Kitchen in the Evelyn Hills Shopping Center in Fayetteville. Now that the weather is perfect, dine on their patio and enjoy delicious, seasonally inspired dishes from signature favorites to nightly specials. They're open Wednesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner, or if you prefer to stay in, you can order takeout and enjoy at home. Vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options are available. Make your lunch or dinner extraordinary at Mockingbird Kitchen, where great food meets great atmosphere. Mockingbird Kitchen. Modern Ozark cuisine.
Hey, before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest and greatest offerings from the biggest names in golf. With 2 high-definition simulators, an enormous selection, and the most knowledgeable staff, be assured Golf USA is here to make you look and play better. And Golf USA is honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest's Top Fitters list for 2024. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA. We're as golf as it gets.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall. I hope you have some outdoor plans on this Earth Day because it is a wonderful forecast to be outside touching some grass. By the time lunch rolls around, we are already into the 70s, and thanks to plenty of sunshine and a light breeze out of the south, 5 to 10 miles an hour, we're going to quickly warm to the 80s across the area. We keep the mild temperatures around, but we also see storms and showers returning to that 70 forecast. With your Get Ready weather, I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now. What are you doing?
Something's wrong here. It's all sliding around here. Hello. Welcome. Zach with you here. This is ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app, which is brought to you by Taco Bell. Bong. There you go.
Oh, you're a hypocrite.
No, I am not.
You are a hypocrite.
That is not
You
true.
are. You are.
No, I'm not.
30 seconds before we're set to go on.
That's
He
right.
looks at me and goes, "Oh, you're wearing a free shirt."
I was just
which I
making an
am.
observation.
Which I am. This is the Kansas City Royals gave this to me.
Right.
But so are you.
Yeah, this was not free.
Oh, bull bleep.
I mean, it was highly discounted, but it was not
No,
free.
that's free. That's a free shirt, and I know it. You know it. I know it. The American people will know it. The only person wearing anything that they paid for is Bill.
Bill owns that shirt.
Yeah, that's one of the ones.
Was that shirt purchased with Kohl's cash, Bill?
No, because they didn't apply it. But this is one of those shirts from my shopping experience over the weekend. Yes.
Oh man!
Anything
All right.
happened yesterday that we need to know about?
Yeah. Well, we got a
Anything?
I have a loving tribute prepared coming up here momentarily. Let's see here. You can text us or call us 877-377-6963. Special hello to our Platinum Advantage members who joined us before the show started. I'm not sure why, but that's what they do.
We appreciate
every
you.
day. Hey,
You want to start the show with some breaking news?
please, let's do that.
Something that we were alerted to yesterday.
Yeah.
If you are a baseball fan, and within the sound of my voice, Clayton Kershaw, surefire Hall of Famer, Major League Baseball All-Star Dodger, pitching tonight at Arvest Ballpark. It is now official.
The flash apparently official. Clayton Kershaw
going to pitch for Tulsa tonight at Arvest Ballpark over in Springdale. You'll be there. How about that?
Yes. Someone needs to cover this for the program
for the fans.
That is correct. Yes.
Jamie pointing out you bought your shirt with Kraft Coin. They wouldn't accept Kraft Coin. They said, no, Mr. Ruscin, this is free.
We need to make cash, please.
And it is Bucka Brat night.
It is
Johnsonville Bucka Brat night.
Oh,
Tuesday.
Man. That's right. Yeah. All right. So Clayton Kershaw. So in less than a calendar year in our fair city, Justin Verlander has pitched, and now Clayton Kershaw.
That's not bad.
That'll do.
Oh, and you get the Clayton Kershaw-Jack Caglione matchup in the first inning.
Oh, man.
Sign me up for that.
Oh, man. What's better than this?
That'll be all right.
That's better than this. Oh, man, this is exciting.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, it's not Arkansas versus Little Rock, so it's not real baseball. I mean, thank you. Right. It's not real baseball. All right.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Yeah.
Gonna have a walk-up crowd tonight with that, don't you think?
I'm being told you're at field level.
I am?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, I got a ticket?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, all right. I know I got a parking pass. Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
I might give that back to you.
I really need it this weekend if you don't mind. Anyway, so if you're the baseball type, it's gonna be a nice night. Be in the mid 70s.
It's gonna be very pleasant.
He'll pitch at least 4. He's on a rehab assignment,
and then we can all go home.
Then the place will empty out.
That's right.
Yep.
And after everyone leaves, Caglione will hit one 700 feet off the Children's Hospital in center field. So that's what'll happen.
Russell in Boonville says, plus Hagen Smith. Who? He plays for the White Sox.
Yeah, he's not playing tonight.
Yeah. Stay with the class, Russell. Shaw, Little, and Hagen Smith.
Yes. Shaw Hall of
Fame. First ballot. No question.
Hagen Smith's career just beginning.
That's right.
You know, he may be in your personal Hall of Fame, but he is not.
And don't do like I did last time I saw Kershaw pitch.
Yeah, you left during a no-hitter.
I did.
Oh, you dope.
He no-hit the Rockies, and I left in the 7th inning.
That's a great that's something that I think we could get some material out of. You missed a no-hitter. Do you remember the NCAA tournament game where the coach fell off his stool when Georgia State
was
beat
R.J. Hunter?
R.J. Hunter when he beat Baylor. I left to go get some food. I wasn't feeling well. I was in Jacksonville. Arkansas was in the same pod playing that night against Wofford. God loves a terrier. Yes, it does. So I left, and I missed that. I was not there in the building for one of the great one shining moments of the last decade. You know, when Ron Hunter fell off his stool. So that's something I miss from a sports standpoint. Have you missed anything? Like, were you in the John during like Bill Buckner or something like that?
I'm trying to think of things that I've missed. I really haven't. I go to a sporting event. I'm there. I'm there for the duration. I've been to some big games, but I've stayed for the whole thing.
Okay. You haven't missed anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
What? Abner texting in the tonight is unlike how things work at beautiful Baum-Walker Stadium, the best ballpark in America, of course. According to them, according to the people who run the ballpark, it's the best. But tonight will be game 1 for the Naturals and Drillers. Tomorrow will be game 2.
Yes, it will. Yes,
we'll not be playing the third game. Second.
Will do this in order.
And, hey, you know what? They did fudge the attendance numbers. They were able to put 10,000 down twice.
They were
on Friday
that's the whole reason they're there. The Naturals have now officially named him the starter on their website. Going to face Mr. Owen tonight. So
the lineup cards are
lineup. Well, at least the starting pitchers have been named. We knew about this yesterday. Knew it was close. We were just
Yes,
waiting
but
for it to become official.
we cannot betray confidences.
And remember the
Some of
controversy.
us want-
The controversy last year, whether or not Kate Upton was going to show up with Verlander. She will not be appearing with Clayton Kershaw.
She won't be.
She will not.
That would be
weird.
something if she did. So no, that won't be happening. She wasn't here. She wasn't tucked away in some.
She didn't make
some
that
skybox somewhere. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
Hacker is going to miss Bark in the Park for Clayton Kershaw. I think going to see Kershaw is probably a better deal.
How could you pass up an Arkansas game tonight to go watch Clayton
Against
Kershaw?
Euler.
How could you miss that?
Clayton Kershaw. Tickets are available, so you better go now. Apparently, word started leaking out this morning. The tickets started going quickly.
Loose lips sink ships. You know
wasn't
what I mean?
me.
Right. By the way, Arkansas now second in the nation in attendance behind LSU in baseball this year. So,
all right.
But, they stayed in second because they were able to fudge the numbers on Friday. So, where did they go?
Do you win anything for that?
What's that? For winning the attendance?
Yeah.
You get to put a big brag thing in the media guide, like a big graphic.
In lieu of actually winning in Omaha, this is what you get.
Gotcha.
Like winning the shots challenge in Omaha?
Winning the Jello shot challenge.
Right.
Yeah, well done.
I love when the elitist school like Virginia has like 6 on that board, where they keep up with all the shots. Like, well, we don't do Jello shots at Virginia. Please. That's not what we do.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Been there, done that. They just don't talk about
it.
Yeah.
Here's a text for McFadden's record-setting game against South Carolina when he went for like 323, I think.
Yeah, I was in the building that night.
This kid slept through it all. He was 7 years old.
Well, all right. Okay, if you were like 25, we're having a different conversation.
Slept through the whole game. That's too bad. What about the people? A famous instance of this. Speaking of the Dodgers, is when Gibson hits a home run, you can see the brake lights in a parking lot.
Yeah,
there's somebody that left early and missed the boat on that deal.
That would suck.
But how about all the people that left the miracle on Markham early and missed Matt Jones's pass to Corey Birmingham?
At the time, I missed the longest play in Notre Dame football history because I went to go get my dad a hot dog.
Yeah.
Something that
there you go. There's one. All right.
Steve Berline to Tim Brown, 96 yards. Tim Brown won the Heisman Trophy. My dad to this day.
He did?
He did. Tim Brown.
Tell us more about actual college football, sir. We don't know what it's like here.
Tim Brown won the Heisman. He won the Heisman. My dad to this day disputes that he sent me to go get a hot dog. Right. He says that I wanted a hot dog and he was tired of talking to me.
An event I was at that I don't remember, probably because of head trauma, was when Ballantyne hit the shot against North Carolina. I was there and my father dropped me off of his lap. I was 18 months old or so. And, I probably remember it, but I don't remember it because I hit my head on the concrete or whatever at the Pine Bluff Convention Center. So there's something I missed. I slept through the Qualls dunk against Kentucky.
Good.
I was asleep for that.
But you were also an adult at home.
Well, and I had to wake up at 3:45 in the morning. So, I mean, that was a different time. I missed that.
Pine Bluff has a convention center?
Used to.
Oh, man. Oh, it's still there.
Is it still there?
Wow.
Okay.
King Cotton there.
That's
Your team
right.
won the
That's
dadgum
right.
King Cotton.
They did, yeah. Yeah, they did.
That's what happened. Yeah, it's still there.
Russell and Mountain Home fell asleep before the inning that George Brett had the pine tar incident. It was on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, you nap on Saturday.
I watched that on WPIX.
Channel 11.
Yeah.
New York City. Yeah. Rizzuto? Holy cow!
It was Phil Rizzuto and Bob Watson. Who would become the president of the American League.
That's right.
Please tell me the Yankees don't have an in on everything.
Well, that's when there was a president of the American League. Now it's all the same.
Yeah.
Right.
They had a third member of that broadcast crew, and I can't remember who it was, but it was Watson and the Scooter. Scooter did the play-by-play.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Here's Mafia Matt took his son to the concession stand and missed the Joe Adams kick return. It wasn't a kick return; it was a
punt return.
No, they ran him out of the backfield. It was the one time he was a tailback. He went 92.
Sorry about that, Matt.
The punt return was against
Tennessee.
Was it?
Yes.
Well, what was the game where he ran out of the eye?
I don't know, but the punt return was against Tennessee.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, maybe there was another game. I don't know. I remember standing. I levitated out of my chair. This is what in the world did we just see here? That was
pretty good. I mean, it's one of the great punt returns in college football history.
I mean, it wasn't really significant in terms of, it's not like Hatfields, which, beat Texas and you were number one, 60 years ago. But it was a fun time. It was a fun moment.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Overrated Tennessee team with Jonathan Crompton.
Jonathan Crompton.
You're welcome.
God, he sucked.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Adams was the running back against Auburn. Okay, that's right. Punt return was Tennessee. And then against, I think, SEMO, he had 2 punt returns for a touchdown. And on the second one, there was a guy chasing him with no helmet on.
That's always
His
fun.
helmet got knocked off somehow, and he kept chasing him like he was going to catch him. I guess he thought he'd be faster without the helmet on.
Robert Bull Scholes says Heart of a Razorback fans will be at Bark in the Park tonight. Robert will actually be at the city council meeting in Flippin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, covering for the Mountain Echo.
Oh, the Mountain. That rag.
Right wing leaning rag. That's right. That's what it is.
Oh, good that there's still a newspaper out there. Way to go.
Abner used to have a talking Phil Rizzuto keychain, but it dropped in wet cement.
That's a plot line from Seinfeld.
Okay.
Don't let him fool you.
I'm not.
That didn't happen to him. That happened to George Costanza. Okay.
All right.
You watched Seinfeld, right, Bill?
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I've never seen it.
Somebody understands around here.
I was in college. I just missed it.
Yeah.
I had other stuff going on. I just kind of missed it. And then by the time I got out,
you were throwing bombs down on the trash chute.
Right.
At Reed Hall.
Right. I loved Reed Hall. It's amazing that Reed Hall is still standing.
It really is.
It's a question as to why Reed Hall is still standing.
Well, it was obviously built very well.
Yeah. No. It's a bunker. Give them that.
It's a solid piece of construction there from the
Robert
whatever.
Now issuing a take a lap. You know, we're going to have to start issuing citations for take a lap. Robert would like Abner to take a lap. I don't think
why,
Abner,
because he stole George Costanza's story. Okay, and presented it as one of his own. That is kind of a it's kind of sleazy. It's kind of a.
Here we go. Miserable Jerk in Missouri says the preseason Chiefs game went with his first wife, went to the concession stand, never came back.
Wait, you went and then left? I mean, it's a preseason game, so that's fine.
For spring.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, got a wife and kids at Baltimore Jack. Went out for a ride, never came back. Like a river that don't know where it's going. I took a wrong turn and it just kept going.
But you don't like him.
I think he's wildly overrated. He's got a couple of good songs. That's a good one. Hungry Heart's a really good song. But his catalog doesn't measure up to the greats. Now, are you a Springsteen guy?
I could take him or leave him.
Okay. I mean, he's fine. I mean,
I have no opinion.
He's a great writer.
I mean, if you handed me tickets to a Springsteen concert, I'm going.
He's a great writer.
Yes, he is. He is.
Okay. I mean, he's written some good stuff. All right. You know who's the most underrated lyricist of all time? Bernie Taupin.
Well,
wrote all those Elton
he
John
wrote all the Elton John songs.
But he's never on stage,
Right.
so nobody ever thinks about him. He wrote them all. I was looking it up today. Wrote that one. Wrote that one. Wrote that one. Underrated. Because, Lennon and McCartney, well, they're both on stage.
Sure.
Hindley and Fry, they're
Sure.
both on stage. Bernie Taupin is, is back there counting the checks.
He did okay in life.
Oh, yeah. He's doing
did fine.
great. He's doing outstanding. No, don't cry for Bernie Taupin, but he is underappreciated.
All right. Chris and Poto now issuing ultimatums. You have to be told to take a lap before you can issue one. All right. So that narrows
All
the
right.
room a little bit. All right.
There you go. Yes, the Naturals are now confirming on social media. Kershaw is expected to take them out tonight.
Yeah, but Derek, did he play in the SEC? No. No, he did.
No, he did not. No, that is true. We can't argue with that.
Now,
I don't know if he played college ball.
Now, the greatest pitcher to ever pitch in Northwest Arkansas is now Clayton Kershaw, or is it Verlander?
That's a tough one. Well, let's see how it goes tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see if he's got the slider going at 94
He and I
before then.
we go to watch Verlander last year, and he was over here. He's going to pitch. It was just a rehab start. He was going to go to their AAA right after that. And Verlander, the first inning, gets touched up, and they got they get him for 2 in the first inning. And Javier Vaz from the Nationals talking the ish to Verlander.
Right. Yeah.
And Verlander's fastball was at 88, 89. You're watching the gun. In the second inning, it's 91. By the time it gets to the third inning, we're at 94. In the fourth inning, he's up at 96, 97. That curveball's at 88. I mean, guys' knees are buckling. I don't think he gave up a hit after the first inning.
No, I don't think so.
Struck out the last 3 guys. The last one was on like a 97-mile-per-hour fastball.
Yeah.
These guys are just different.
Yeah.
And if Kershaw's throwing that hook tonight, oh, God.
The sweeper? Is that what they call it now?
His is a 12-6.
Okay.
And it's just one of those things. You see it coming, and you think you got it, and then it just drops.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Phil, I told Phil about it earlier. I'm like, I think he's going to be out there. Phil's like, I ain't working tonight. I mean, how often do you get to go see, a surefire?
Phil's going to call in sick for the Razorback games?
He might as well.
I don't think that would go over well.
On a rehab assignment, how many of you yokels think you can go get a hit off of Kershaw? The answer is 0.
Well, how many think?
Yes. How many think?
40%. How many could?
Think?
0. Oh, yeah. This is one of the underlying themes of the show, is that people think. Remember when the last time we talked about this? What were we talking about? And that guy from Bentonville was like, 1 out of 3 times you could hit him.
Not a chance.
What were we talking about?
You could make.
You remember that?
You might make contact.
Yeah.
Contact was one thing. Hitting a hit,
foul one off.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to hit a dribbler in front of the mound, but you're not getting a hit off Clayton Kershaw. I'm sorry.
Like Willie Mays Hayes.
Yes.
Oops. There's a hot shot toward the hole.
Really knocked the crap out of that one. I mean, you're going to be legging them out.
Right. Yeah. 2 different discussions. How many could? None. How many think they could? 40%.
Yeah.
We have a very overconfident populace in terms of what they can do athletically. At least that we hear from on this show. Because this was just a few weeks ago. We were talking about something about baseball, and some guys like, I don't think you were here. You weren't. It's right. You weren't here. But we were talking about facing pitchers and whatnot, and some knucklehead, some CrossFit guy calls in. It's like, oh, yeah, 1 out of 3, I can probably get him. Like, okay, sure.
Josefa with a moment of clarity. That was all state. I couldn't get a hit off of him. He's not a dreamer.
Josefa, the voice of reason.
Car chase guys. Half of men surveyed say they can land a plane.
That's right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Overconfidence. Overconfident. All right, we'll be back.
Russell says he can show bunt with a cricket bat.
Oh, you want a wickets? All right.
Here he comes. Bob and Brent. Crowder taking a lot of strays lately. These Crowder College Warriors couldn't bunt off Kershaw.
Poor Crowder.
What did Crowder do?
I don't know. We'll be right back. Ruscin and Zach continues.
Oh.
The Crane team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brands, the Crane team has the perfect vehicle for you. From pickup and delivery to service after the sale, plus our famous huge Crane cash discounts. The Crane team simply can't be beat. Shop Arkansas's largest selection of Buick, GMC, Ford, Chevy, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and more. Visit us today or shop online at craneteam.com.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Hog fans, join halftime Bill Elson and Matt Jones live at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Springdale.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Mandy White perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got trophies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite, white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, the saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery box brings new indulgences like toasted cheddar street chalupas. It's the Lux you want for less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets.
Check out our
Original
latest
beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics. So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics. A rabbit and a hat trick. Just that classic rap.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA. We're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the number one online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Thanks for... Millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Hello, our fellow Arkansans. If you've had it with marketing gimmicks, fear-based sales, and a lack of consideration for your valuable time, then please give Ward & Son Plumbing a call or text at 479-305-9943. We provide fair pricing and timely services to all your plumbing needs. That's Ward & Son Plumbing at 479-305-9943.
ESPN 99.5. Please don't take these guys literally or seriously. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Your name is brought to you by the Good Chair because I had nowhere to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the stadium shop. Stop by. Robert Errolman that Joe Bonamassa sucks. Going to be seated in the Good Chair. Freshman quarterback Madden Iamaleava informed Sam Pittman that he would be entering the transfer portal 2 days after the conclusion of spring practice. Iamaleava was ranked as the number 20 quarterback in the 25 class. He'll join his brother Nico at UCLA in the fall. Razorback baseball team back out tonight at Baum. First pitch is 6:30. We're on the air at 6 with the Dugout Show. Trojans are 18-20 on the air. Razorbacks will head to Gainesville this weekend. As we just mentioned, Clayton Kershaw, surefire Hall of Famer and Major League All-Star and Los Angeles Dodger, making a rehab start tonight at Arvis Ballpark in Springdale against the Naturals. First pitch, I think, for that one is 7.
Sounds good to me.
And it's Buck a Brat night out there, so you can go watch future Hall of Famer pitch and get yourself a brat. They're good. They bring them to us every night.
They got funnel cakes out there?
I don't know if the funnel cakes will be out there tonight.
Dang it.
I got a pretty good nose for those. They were out there over the week, the last home series. Okay. Your Ruscin and Zach X polls brought to you by no one in particular, and I'm doing it more out of obligation than anything else.
You don't want to do it.
The reason we don't like Madden Iamaleava, this is just so for my clarification, is it because he never would have played here? B, he's not that good. C, he's greedy, or D, Papa Iamaleava. 59% of you said it. Now, Bill, this one's for you. Before you marry, date, or hire someone, should it be required that they use a computer with slow internet so you can find out who they really are?
No.
89.2% of you said yes. Does it seem a little excessive as an adult that you have to be responsible every day? 87.6% of you said yes.
What's up with that?
Whose time in Fayetteville would you say was the most productive? Dana Altman, Paula Morris, or Madden Iamaleava? 44% of you said Dana Altman.
By the way, we believe Paula Morris never did a load of laundry in Fayetteville.
Not one.
That's what we believe.
And it's early. 10 at bats. Could you get a hit off of Clayton Kershaw? No. 100% of you say no.
Someone will mess this up.
Somebody will mess this up.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Going to happen.
Those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls. Go grab ass.
All right. So for Russell and Mountain Home, let's have a key clarification.
A key to the clarification.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Talking is hard. To the plane landing deal. Getting the plane on the ground and landing it are not the same thing.
No.
Okay.
Now Russell,
I'm pretty sure anyone could get it on the ground.
Russell said he could crash it, but not necessarily land.
Right. Yeah.
Bailey says the Iamaleava family, who's probably in town, doing the exact same thing the Edge Collective is doing, stealing your money, no return.
Okay, but when they do it, it's okay.
Right.
But when the Iamaleava family does it, that's when we're going to pursue action of some kind. Hunter issued a statement on this.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second because I would like to parse through some of that. Nate from the 870 said, there's too much talent on the roster for him. That would have fallen under he never would have played here.
Okay.
I guess I could have phrased that differently, but that was the intention with that. So
okay,
there it is. All right. So
yeah, he did not. He wasn't good enough. There's too much talent.
Oh, absolutely, guys. There's too much talent. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what happened here? We got any guesses? He wanted more money, and they told him to go pound sand? Or
Bill, what's your leading theory?
My leading theory is that Pops has a gambling debt, and apparently it's $4 million because now he's trying to get it out of both of his kids.
Okay. I talked to our source over in North Carolina.
Okay.
And this is what he told me.
Okay.
Most likely what happened was they gambled, to Bill's point. That they could get $4 million. They felt they had Tennessee in a position bent over a barrel, essentially, and that they were going to get the 4.
They did not.
They did not.
Okay.
So what they have done is then they basically played that out, couldn't go anywhere, took the best place they could go, which is the place both brothers were initially committed to anyway.
Right.
So they're returning to Westwood.
They're California kids, too.
My guess is that what he got from you, it was a package deal. We want both of them. Here's what we're willing to pay for both of them. It's my guess, probably the same money for both of them. Madden Iamaleava is never going to see the field at UCLA.
So I think they could have gotten 2.5 for the pair. That's what I think. They did not get 4 for the pair. Or someone should be fired at UCLA. That's what I think.
Dirty George says, here's what really happened. They let Madden walk because they're getting a quarterback in this cycle who's better.
Okay.
I don't remember the last time Arkansas has had a quarterback that was a top 20 guy. Now,
Mitch?
Maybe.
I mean, coming out of high school.
Yeah, coming out of high school. I can't remember. Yeah, this is just a thing. And this is what our source in Carolina told me.
Okay.
You flipped him on signing day.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. That he and if he came in, got the check, went through spring practice and left, that's like a massive red flag. That's like the one that they hang over car dealerships that big. You pulled him out of nowhere, pulled him away from UCLA. UCLA was clearly wasn't giving you what Arkansas was offering you. You go, you get the check, you leave. So it is a very unsavory situation. It doesn't affect Arkansas at all this year because he wasn't going to play anyway, and he probably wouldn't have played next year. So Arkansas doesn't lose. What you lose is you lose potential, not necessarily talent that would have made the field this year.
Well, I still think this is worthy of a proper send-off, a proper farewell, if you don't mind. If we could get a little, if we could get sentimental here for a moment, if that's okay, because we did get a lot of great memories, things we'll remember a lifetime here at Arkansas from Madden Yamaleeva. So here now, a highlight tribute to the Arkansas career of Madden Yamaleeva. Okay, there you go. That's it. Thank you. There it is. All right. That is our loving tribute to Madden Yamaleeva and his time at Arkansas.
Arkansas said all the right things coming out of spring about him. He's working hard. He's getting assists. And then he just up and leaves.
They said nothing during the spring about anybody.
They said all the things you have to say.
Okay. And all these barking seals who go down like they're coming down from the mountain with tablets. Well, this is what's happening. Wow, look.
It's the ones running around like they're hurt. That this kid, up and left. Welcome to college football.
How can you be hurt? He was here for 15 minutes.
Exactly. He hasn't been here that long.
Who cares?
He has not been here long. He was an early enrollee. He was here a couple of months.
Who cares?
This is
get lost.
Long term, maybe. Short term, this is a non-starter.
There are more receipts than not that this is a family that you don't want to be in business with at all.
So,
at all.
Good luck to UCLA.
You cut bait and move on. And I don't care. You know what? Maybe he did take the money and run. Write it off. It's worth it. It is worth it. Just give them whatever they want to go away. So you just don't have to deal with them anymore. That's a cost you're willing to absorb just to get out of the Yamaleeva business.
You paid whatever. Yeah, and that's a good way of putting it. You paid whatever you paid to never have to deal with this.
Right.
And you know what? You're better off for it.
I completely agree. I mean, there is nothing. And here's how poorly run this whole situation is from the Yamaleeva standpoint, not the Arkansas standpoint. At no point have they done anything to try and wrap their arms around this narrative. They have not done anything. They haven't done any kind of marketing or social media or any kind of anything. Go on McAfee, do something to at least try and control the story, which means they either have no idea what they're doing or they're too stupid to do it. One or the other.
Well, or they don't want to because it's all true.
But why would you not want to at least? Well, okay, but bad stuff is true all the time, but people still go out and lie about it and try and control the story.
But this is in the NFL, where this is going to be a story for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. He's going to get out to UCLA. He's going to go, he'll get enrolled. He'll do whatever he does. He'll go away. And the news cycle is over. The next time we'll hear both of their names is in August. They're just going to disappear.
Or when the older one is throwing interceptions in UCLA's first game.
In August is the next time that we'll hear about it.
Yeah.
We don't know all the ins and outs, but from the outside, this looks like you've got a family that is,
you don't want to be in business with.
Well, no, I think you're a tick short of extortion. I mean, is what you're there for. At least Nico played.
The athletic director has spoken on this, and Hunter Yurachek writes because he doesn't talk to anybody unless he's given the questions in advance. But he loves to send out emails and release statements. To be honest with you, he's really bad off the cuff, so it's better this way. In a free-flowing conversation, he's terrible. So it's better to do the statement thing. So it's probably a smarter decision. Anyway, Hunter writes, I've spoken with the leadership team at Arkansas and expressed my support in their pursuit to enforce their rights under any agreement violated by our student athletes moving forward. We appreciate Edge's investment in our student athletes and acknowledge the enforcement of these agreements is vital in our new world of college athletics. We look forward to continued dialogue with all parties in resolving these matters. End quote. Well, so this is what this sounds like to me. They took the money, and we're left holding the bag. But moving forward, we're not going to let people do that anymore.
Well, it sounds like they had a contract, something written, and you didn't honor your portion of it. We want our money back. And, you're going to have to – and look, if you pursue them and it winds up in court, now we get some information. Something in open court becomes, information that we can have. we can get an idea of what some of these guys are actually making. Because I've been told since day one when it comes to NIL, take the number that you hear and subtract 25%.
It's kind of like guys when they're talking about, how much of a Lothario they are. It's the rule of 3.
That's a really big number.
Well, you take this was Zach, this is an American Pie. With a man, you take the number and divide by 3.
Correct.
With a woman, you take the number and multiply by 3.
That's
fact. That's what you do. So maybe with these NIL deals, you take the number and divide by 3, and that's what the actual number is. The rule of 3.
I would love to see this, and if you're the Iamalevas, you don't want you don't want anything on the record.
Well, I thought July 1, we're going to have an idea, unless you have a personal service contract with some bank to show up and, and sign autographs and balloons and kids and whatnot. But as far as the money the university pays you, that's going to be public record, isn't it?
I don't think it's going to be itemized. I think you'll see the lump sum, but I don't think that's
how much each program is spending. Okay,
yes, I don't think you're going to get an itemized list. Hell, if we do, I'm out the month of July because that's all I'm going to read. That's right. That's all I'm going to read.
Did you see what your left tackle's making? Did you see?
So if I'm Nico and Madden, I don't want any of this. And frankly, I don't blame the kids. I really don't.
No, this is a classic example of just an insane stage parent that's out of control.
Yeah, a stage parent.
And Nico is one thing, but Madden's younger and hasn't done anything in college. His career may be over before it even started because of his idiot father. That's what may be happening to that guy. And you don't know how good he could or could not have been because his parent has probably ruined a lot of opportunities for him, or he has ruined them.
Look at it. Take 2 steps back. They were both committed to UCLA. They went other places, got the money, left, and returned to UCLA.
Oh.
They just went for the paycheck.
Right. Yeah.
It's a terrible business. It's a dirty business.
Yeah. But I think the Edge is tired of these players collecting their final check on a Friday and then leaving on a Monday, because that happened in December too. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the Metcalf.
That's right. Yeah.
Got their check, went to Michigan.
Yeah, they're like, no more of this, and they can't put a stop payment on it or whatever. I don't know. All right, Ruscin and Zach here on ESPN Arkansas, and the Headline Now app, which is brought to you by Taco Bell. Well, never forget all the highlights that Madden Iamaleva provided in an Arkansas uniform. Boy, what a spring it was. Those 14 practices. Amazing. Lord, never forget.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Hey, man, after this round, let's hit up BV65, that new barbecue spot in Bella Vista.
I thought that was a members-only place.
No, it's just like golf. All 4 Bella Vista POA restaurants are open to the public. You can check out BV65, Lake Point, BV Bar and Grill, and Highlands Pub and Patio.
Well, let's go. I'm starving.
Bella Vista POA, 4 great restaurants open to everyone with no membership required. Visit bellavistapoa.com/things-to-do/dining for details.
Hey, everyone. Josh Earnhardt here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. Do you like doing business with local companies? Did you know that AAA Business Systems is one of only a few truly local office technology providers in Northwest Arkansas? Ask your current technology provider where their corporate office is, and let's keep your money in Northwest Arkansas. Buy local, support local. Call us today at 479-442-4185. And remember, anything else is just a copy.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
Indigo Sky Casino invites you to come experience pure gaming fun and winning excitement. Indigo Sky offers it all. Beautiful, luxurious hotel rooms and suites, live entertainment on weekends, chef-created entrees. Come win your share of over $1 million total cash and Go Rewards prizes. Friday, 6 to 10 p.m. Play for your chance to win up to $10,000 cash. Experience why Indigo Sky Casino is the premier gaming destination. Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri. IndigoSkyCasino.com.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruscin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Attention business owners. Are you overpaying for your website, dropping thousands up front and shelling out more than $95 a month? Stop the madness! With Modular Orange, you get a custom-built, fully managed website for just $95 a month. No hidden fees, no headaches. They write it, build it, launch it, update it, and secure it so you can focus on your business. Ditch the overpriced hassle and go simple. Visit modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall. I hope you have some outdoor plans on this Earth Day because it is a wonderful forecast to be outside touching some grass. By the time lunch rolls around, we are already into the 70s, and thanks to plenty of sunshine and a light breeze out of the south, 5 to 10 miles an hour, we're going to quickly warm to the 80s across the area. We keep the mild temperatures around, but we also see storms and showers returning to that 7-day forecast. With your Get Ready weather, I'm meteorologist Melissa Hall.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
All right, we're back. Quarter to the hour.
Yeah.
How will we survive without Madden Niemelaeva? That is the question on
Honestly,
the table
have
here.
we even mentioned him this spring?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
No. Car Chase guy has texted in.
Yeah.
How much did the athletics department attorney bill for writing that? Billable hours still undefeated in college
Get him
athletics.
the hell out of here.
It is. It's billable hours never lose.
No. Hog Wild. Surely they didn't give the kid that much money up front just to sign here, though.
Oh, surely
maybe
they
$100K.
did.
Rest in payments. Oh, is that the deal? They gave him a signing bonus.
Again, you lured him away from UCLA. He was signed, sealed, and delivered.
What's really interesting is that his brother, or his father, with his brothers, he was set in total at Tennessee to make $10 million.
Yeah.
in 4 years.
They blew it up.
And that wasn't good enough.
Now, I'm very, very interested in watching the reaction, particularly from like Tennessee fans. You know, they're going to get a kid named Aguiar, who was the starter at UCLA, and they're like, well, at least now we can get a quarterback that doesn't run out of bounds on the final play of the game. That a shot at Iamalev against Arkansas. They very quickly turned on Nico, and he went from the savior and the kid that we're going to have for another 2 years to this guy can't play, which is how we do this.
Hey, I have another piece of information for you
have
here.
a piece of information?
I
like
do.
Newsworthy information?
Yes, newsworthy information
Like
according
big
to
news,
Sean
little
Rothstein.
CBS
Sports.
Okay.
Basketball news. Portal news.
You want news on that?
Or just give me whatever you got. I can make it work.
That's what I got.
According to sources, Boogie Fland is in the portal with a do not contact tag.
What?
Yes.
I hope they get hit by a bus.
Rothstein claims, the report says, Fland is 100% focused on the NBA draft and intends to stay in the draft, but wanted to keep his options open by entering the transfer portal.
Okay. All right.
But do not contact.
This is somebody that doesn't feel, which I said months ago, that he's a lock to be a lottery pick in the NBA draft. If he doesn't get selected, he can return to school.
Hey, keep your options open, man.
Really?
What's wrong with that? Okay.
All right.
He wasn't a part of the plans next year anyway, so this doesn't really
this doesn't affect
change
Arkansas
much
at
of
all.
anything for Arkansas.
No.
It's just an interesting development because we were talking the other day about the do not contact tag and the portal and all that stuff and what it means, and it usually means there's a deal in place. So does he have like a safety school like backup if he doesn't go get what he wants for the draft?
Well, I'm sure he's got the no contact tag. He puts his name in the portal just in case.
Right.
Puts no contact tag. That way he's not bothered.
Okay.
If the draft isn't going, or his march towards the draft isn't going the way he wants, then you just go in and you can undo the do not contact and you can field offers. So this is a CYA move.
Yeah, it is. Keep your options open, I guess. But he's not a part. He wasn't a part of the 10, 11 man rotation next year.
You welcome him back. I mean, you have to do some. You'd have to play the
Can
hat
you
game.
do that?
Yeah, you find a way.
Really?
I
don't know. This feels like it's this permanently ends the relationship.
For him, you make that exception. You find a way.
I don't know. I don't think he's irreplaceable.
It's not that he's irreplaceable. It's that you can add a 5-star to your roster pretty easily. You get better by putting him on your roster.
But who's not going to play if he plays?
Again, this is a Nolan thing. It sorts itself out.
Okay.
Jamie P. Ridge wants to know why you would go to UCLA and play in front of 90,000 empty seats. I'll give you 2 reasons. You're playing in Pasadena, 90210 zip code. Westwood's one of the most beautiful campuses in the country.
Oh.
UCLA is a nice lifestyle.
Well, what did we learn from Musselman? California people don't like it here in the middle of the country. They don't like it. They don't like it.
No, they don't.
And, the Iamaleavas don't like the middle of the country. They're California people. They want to be able to drive to the beach in, 20 minutes or less, 10 minutes. You know what I mean? That's what happens. And so you will take a crummy job at USC just to get the heck out of here if you don't like it. It's not for everybody. We know nothing else because we've all lived here our entire lives, more or less. But the people who come in here, maybe they don't like it.
Now, Bill,
so much.
you've lived in Los Angeles. You've worked in Los Angeles. There's a massive difference between USC and UCLA.
Yes.
UCLA is a country club lifestyle. It's up near the Riviera Country or the Los Angeles Country Club. You're adjacent to what was the Playboy Mansion and Aaron Spelling's house.
And USC is downtown and again.
Downtown. It's in a terrible area, and you're playing at the Coliseum.
Right. Okay.
Westwood's beautiful. Beautiful place. You could do a lot worse.
Lurch pointing out that Nico, Lurch, shouldn't you be like lining the field or something?
Yeah, Lurch, don't you have something to do?
Dry the seats off or something out there. Anyway, Nico says he says Nico could be a Big Ten legend now.
Because UCLA.
It's in the Big Ten, yeah.
According to Deshaun Foster. It's in California.
So dumb. All right. So there you go. So a busy, eventful, what do you call it? Hour here.
The Boogie Fland thing is nothing other than he's not real sure about the NBA draft.
Well, we disagree. I think this permanently closes the door of him ever playing here again. You say you would figure out a way if he wanted to come back to bring him back.
If he wanted to come back, and that's a big if he wanted to come back here, you find a way. That's not a guy you turn away.
Feels like the relationship is over to me. That's what it looks like. But hey, what do we know?
Hacker says, isn't Southern Cal the private school and UCLA the public school? No, they're both private.
No. UCLA is public.
Is it?
It's the University of California, Los Angeles.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's part of it's part of the Cal Berkeley.
It's the UC system. Yeah.
Jamie's right. Go wash balls, Lurch.
It means baseballs for the you perverts out there.
Gavin Fayetteville points out it's too bad the Banks moved out of Bel Air. They could have been neighbors.
That's a Fresh Prince. That's the Fresh Prince of Bel Air for those of you that don't follow that. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it, everybody.
Lurch. Bailey would like to know what Kershaw has as his pregame meal. There's now a bet going around that it's avocado toast and Alfredo.
You want to carbo load up before? I guess you could do that. I don't know. He's not having a buck brat. I'm going to bet that.
No.
You don't want to be out there and have a shack situation on the
now. We're gonna get to the Shaq thing.
First time I made Bill belly laugh in the control room. I'm feeling good.
Well, that was. I mean, we're gonna play the audio, but it does not do it justice.
No, it's gonna be a long setup.
Okay, all right.
Keith Pimple, Springdale Athletics Director, is suggesting that they just retire the brothers' jerseys at UCLA and just solve the whole thing.
Well, that's right. That's the next thing we're gonna do.
That's the next logical move.
Right. Okay. Well, hell, retire Madden's jersey here. Let's do that. I mean, let's go nuts.
Yeah,
here.
Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't you have better things to do?
Yeah, when important people admit they listen to this, it's kind of embarrassing
upsetting.
for them. Like, we're stuck here.
I tell them every time, I'm like, you're better than this.
Yeah.
Tell your boss to stop listening too.
We don't have an excuse. We're stuck here. You have options.
Yeah, really. Like, you're out and about doing important things.
Yes. You have options.
Man.
This is ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app, which is brought to you by Taco Bell. The Mercy Fort Smith Birdies for Babies Golf Classic is May 12th at Hard Scrabble Country Club. This 4-person scramble features morning and afternoon tee times, and proceeds benefit maternal child services and the Level 3A NICU, helping keep families close to home. It's a great day of golf while helping provide essential care for moms and babies right here in our community. Sign up at mercyhealthfoundation.net/birdies for babies. And to spell four, it's the golf boy, F-O-R-E, okay? Birdies for babies. mercyhealthfoundation.net/birdies for babies. You can also call 479-314-1133 to get more information. This is May 12th out at Hard Scrabble in Fort Smith. Baby Augusta, or so they say. All right, Ruscin and Zach, back in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Is your lawn looking like it hit the snooze button one too many times, weeds creeping in, grass barely hanging on? It's time for a makeover Lawn Pride style. Our 7-step program does it all, from kicking weeds to pampering your lawn with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Thicker, greener, and yes, way healthier. And here's the kicker. Your first application is free when you sign up for 5 or more treatments. Free! Ready to turn your yard into the envy of the neighborhood? Trust Lawn Pride, because your lawn deserves a little TLC. Visit lawnpride.com to kick off your lawn's glow up today. Lawn Pride, professional care, unbeatable price, and results that'll have your lawn singing.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. A very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Here we are again, and I got to tell you, Jim, this match has me really concerned.
Here we have a powerful heavyweight, a train, weighing in at 6,000 tons. And this hasty lightweight challenger, a car, at just 1.5 tons?
This does not bode well for the car or the people in it.
It's no contest. Every day, people are injured or killed trying to beat a train at rail crossings. See tracks, think train.
It's the time of year all about stepping up to the plate and making every play count. And when your vehicle takes a hit, you need a repair team that knows how to rally. Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body has been family owned and operated for over 40 years and is proud to be iCar Gold Class certified, putting them in the elite 15% of collision repair shops nationwide. For expert repairs that get you back in the lineup, call Courtney Hollingsworth Auto Body at 479-751-3801 or visit CourtneyHollingsworth.com.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
We are back. This is ESPN Arkansas, and they hit that line now app. Boy, lucky you. We're here. We're back.
Yes.
They keep trying to get rid of us.
Trying.
And it ain't happening. Oh, man. Lucky you. The sports fan of Arkansas. Man, you were crushing it. Crushing it.
Whoopee, a Zeppelin.
That's right. That's Randy from Christmas.
Oh, boy.
That's Mickey Mouse.
That is.
What the hell did you trade J. Puna for?
That's Frank Costanza.
That's
I
correct.
can do this all day. Maybe we will. All right. We have, I think everybody that watches television understands that one of the issues that has arisen is that the show inside the NBA is better than the actual product of the games of the National Basketball Association. And in its swan song, sort of, this playoff
incarnation.
That's right. It's going to be something else later. Hopefully, ESPN doesn't screw it up too much. But you never know with them. Although they've let McAfee cook to a certain extent, so maybe they'll leave this alone too.
Know.
But anyway, we had another one of these moments last night where now walk me through
Bill,
your situation.
So Bill brought this to my attention this morning.
Okay,
and I watched it and I started laughing. Now this is post game, correct?
Yes.
Okay, this is the late night version.
Yeah, this is normally their best stuff is after a late game when they have to be on the air for X amount of time.
Right.
Yeah. And it's
till 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning out there, and they're getting a little loopy.
Yes, that's right.
So to give you the visual, because it's television, they're discussing something.
Yes.
And then Shaq just stands up and walks away.
Waddles.
What?
Yeah, it's a penguin walk.
It's a penguin
It's
walk.
a definite penguin walk.
And this is the conversation.
You all right, big fella? You all right? No. Catching a cramp? Go ahead. Keep talking, Jim. Yeah, we on TV. I know what we're doing. Go ahead. Yeah, that's that olive oil you've been drinking. I know. Hey, take some matches with you. Hey, listen, he couldn't hold it. He can't hold it. After 40, he can't hold it no more. That's a first. He can't hold it. Unless he can't hold it no more after 40.
That wasn't something planned, was it?
So, penguin walked all the way to the restroom.
He gambled.
He did.
And he lost.
He did. You don't want to gamble on that. Ever.
No.
Especially, like Chuck said, after 40.
No, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, the best line in there is take some matches with it.
That's right.
And it's all that olive oil you're drinking.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So the inference is that he had a, well, as my mother likes to call this, a juicy poot. Is that what?
What?
I was just going to go with shart.
Whoa!
A juicy toot. That's what he had. That's what we're insinuating there.
There was
okay.
He was having some gastric distress,
GI problems.
Yes,
happens to all of us.
I mean,
he was on boil.
It's happened on this show. People are like, "I'll be right back."
Yes,
and these things happen.
And you've run out of here many times.
Yes, all the olive oil I'm drinking.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is olive oil really a laxative?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking.
I've never heard of that.
I'm hoping that's some sort of inside joke, but
maybe. Is he doing olive oil commercials too? Because the other day they were talking about something, someone recovering from some injury, and he chimes in, "Who put some icy hot on it?" Because he's got the big icy hot.
He's got the icy hot,
right?
Yeah.
That's of course
right. So, but I wish. Like the video of it, watching Kenny and Chuck's faces, and Shaq just sort of penguin walks away, and it's not like Shaq's 5'4".
No.
This is
a large
legit
man.
7 foot.
This is a very large penguin walk. Yes.
Yeah. There was no cut to camera to get away from him. He walked in front of all the
right
cameras.
in front of the camera,
right
walked off.
The studio.
Yeah, he wasn't running or anything. It wasn't like a full sprint, but and he had one knocking, and you just sometimes
did he return?
Yeah, he returned later.
Okay.
They went to break.
Did he change pants?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
He came
so
back.
Maybe he caught it in time before the incident.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the locomotive's coming. I mean, you get off the tracks.
That's right.
It's something you got to do.
I think we should play it one more time.
You want to do that?
Let's listen again.
Let everybody, now that they know what we're talking about.
Listen with a trained ear.
Yes. You all right, big fella? You all right? No. Catching a cramp? Go ahead. Keep talking, Chuck. Yeah, we on TV. I know what we're doing. Go ahead. Yeah, that's that olive oil you've been drinking. I know. Hey, take some matches with you. Hey, listen, he couldn't hold it. He can't hold it. After 40, he can't hold it no more. That's a first. He can't hold it. Unless he can't hold it no more after 40. That wasn't something planned, was it?
So, yeah, man, I get it. Been there, man. Been there.
What? I don't know. I never have to go like that in the middle of the night, though. And this was basically in the middle of the night, right?
Right.
1 a.m.
Well,
or
I
something
mean,
like
keep
that?
in mind they've got they had been there for a while because you got to do like the pregame thing,
Right.
Then you've got to go through 3 games and then your postgame.
Yeah.
It's a long day.
Two games last night,
Was
but
it
yeah,
just
it's a
two?
long
Okay.
day.
Yeah, it's a long day. I
They
mean-
get on the air at like 7 Eastern, and they leave at like 2 in the
You're
morning.
talking about 10 hours invested in that. You don't know what they gave you at the buffet.
Yeah, we don't know what they feed to people. Judging by the way everything else is going at that company, though, the food is probably worse than it was 2 years ago because they are really. This guy that's running Warner Brothers is just ruined. He ruined NBA on TNT. They're not doing it anymore.
Look, if it was 3 seconds, it was 30.
Right.
And you had one touching cotton, so you got to go.
And I'm sorry, I mean I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I'm pretty sure more people watch TNT for a live basketball game than the 19th showing of Wonder Woman 1984. I mean, I'm guessing. I don't have the data in front of me.
Hold up, that's Gal Gadot.
But the burning question is, do they have a hand shovel next to the facilities at TNT?
They probably do now because of the budget cuts.
Look, it worked. There was a cluster of toilet paper, and the shovel got it out.
Jamie, as you can imagine, the texter's having a field day.
I can't wait.
Jamie and Peter Ridge at 7'2". He probably has an 8-foot colon.
Okay.
It is all folded up in there. I mean, the colon is a lot longer than you think it is, or the intestines, small intestine, large intestine, all that stuff. Trophy Hog said he had one touching cotton.
Yes, I just said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, did you know Viagra is the number one recreational drug in America?
No, I did not know that. No, that's right.
Bill,
Thank
we
you.
have a thing around here, and it's because of him. Was it during a What Did We Learn? I think it was because
Yes, it was.
So I read
In the old studio.
I read or What Did We Learn, and it was Viagra is the number one recreational drug in America.
Right.
Sure.
He doesn't pay attention,
Of course
and
not.
he goes, "Hey, mine is. Did you know Viagra is the number one recreational drug in America?" So every time he's not listening and repeats something I just said, us or me, you, the listeners, they will all point out that Viagra is the number one recreational drug in America.
A bit was born.
Yes, it's 6 years running.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, it was. That's one of the oldest running jokes we have because it was in the old studio when that happened.
Yeah,
back before the
guys,
the drunk guy built this one and had his tools taken away.
In the midst of the Shaq Colon discussion,
Yes,
Chris and Fable, Boogie Flan's in the portal.
he wasn't on the team anyway. What does it matter? This is far more important.
We just discussed it, Chris.
Bob says he could have 21 feet of colon. Actually,
Guys, we don't need to talk about this.
why not?
I don't know.
It's science. It's
This kid's
interesting.
in the car.
Life science, whatever, biology. What's wrong with that?
Here we go. Here's another one. Texter out of the 479. Just turned on the radio. Don't know if you've heard, but Boogie's in the portal. Guys, listen. We just spent 10 minutes on it. Honest.
Yeah, turn your radio backwards.
Yeah. Mac Daddy now talking to the portal people. Did you know Patrick Swayze's dead?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Peter Jennings.
And Peter Jennings and Hank Aaron. These are all things that I know now. Thank you.
Yeah, you know now.
Well, yeah, I know now.
You know at the moment though.
At the time, it was a little distressing to
little
find
tough.
out that.
Little tough. All right.
Here they come. Here they come. You know, guys, one of these days we've got to do like a tour stop somewhere. We got to get everybody in a central place. We've got to have some. We got to have some.
Oh, you want to go Jim Rome and do a tour stop?
I'm just saying we got to get the rules out because nobody listens anymore. We're all busy texting and typing. Nobody
y'all
listens.
need to pay attention. What you need to do.
Graham says we didn't want Boogie anyway.
Yes,
Thank you,
right.
Graham. Thank you.
Right.
Phil Donahue also passed away.
He did. That's true.
Pontiff has left.
That's
us.
true. That means that girl is available. Marlo Thomas. That was his wife.
Wow.
His widow now.
Wow.
He's available.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Anything else?
That's about it. No.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Lurch suggesting we do a live audience show in here one day with bleachers.
I don't like when. Listen. Thank you so much for your donations to the cause, but it's really weird when there's someone else in here the whole time. It's not what we're used to.
I was also in the other room.
That's also true. Yeah.
And you don't like people.
No, not at all.
No, you don't.
Should have done the show at home that day.
Well, and they're called remotes. Come out and support our sponsors.
That's also true.
Bill, signing up for the company line.
Help us out, man.
Oh, Bill, you're going to get invited to the company retreat.
Help the people that help us.
Yeah, if you get invited to the company retreat, let us know how it goes. We've never been invited.
No, we're not. No.
Will do.
We haven't been invited to the driving range with food.
Nope,
we haven't been invited to anything.
Mr. Pibb asking, has anyone texted the old line? Yes, 86 of you yesterday spent time on the old line. 877-377-6963.
That's the old.
It's the old text line.
That's the new line.
86 of you yesterday.
Right.
Text the old line.
Okay. Here's a text. Wait, Robert Moore's dad used to own the Royals? No. First of all, you get the joke wrong. His dad ran the Royals. He didn't own them. Okay?
That's close enough.
No, he was the vice president or, general whatever.
Russell in Boonville's texting, did you hear Kershaw's pitching out at Arvest tonight?
Oh, my God. Did you guys hear Florida won the national title? Did you see that one?
I didn't know that until yesterday.
That's right. They did. They won. It was truly remarkable. Beat Houston.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, one all-timer.
Yeah, that's right.
Graham Prairie Grove has, I don't know. He must have taken, I guess he's off the meth. He says, I don't want to meet any of these people. They're crazy, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, that's
well
right,
done, Graham. Well done. That'll get you a battlefield promotion.
Car chase guy, breaking news. The Titanic sank.
Oh, well, there it is. Daniel from Uniontown wants to know, is this the new text line?
Yes. Who this?
Yep. Gavin, 86 people put idiot in the MBI. Yes.
Yeah, they really are living up to their name by texting the old number for the last. We haven't had that number in a month
now. Bill, BE has sent you his text total to the old text line, which was 34,321 texts.
Wow.
As he points out, more people in the state do drugs than texts sent here.
AP and Durham claiming the Titanic did not sink.
Oh, well, now, you want to get, Brett Good doesn't believe that it sank, and neither does my daughter. They believe that was an insurance thing. No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. This is, Bill, don't shake your head. This is what they believe.
Well, just tell her to go make some toast and get on with your day.
I tried, but she doesn't know how.
What's that thing at the bottom of the ocean that they keep driving her?
It's a boat. But
Okay.
what the way the conspiracy goes is that there was another boat. I think it was called the Olympia, which was losing money, looked exactly like the Titanic. They changed the name, sank that. The Titanic became the Olympia and, sailed for years.
I hate it here. I'm telling you right now. All right. We will.
I don't know why you're so upset about that. Some of the conspiracy theories we've heard lately, that's like the most sane one that we have. It's just an insurance scam.
Yeah, the problem is when you start talking about the calm ones, then the crazy ones start to pop up, and then it really gets
There were many wealthy businessmen that were booked on the Titanic.
Well, John Jacob Astor was on it.
and they jumped right before they didn't show up.
Well, they stole one of the the 5 lifeboats from the from women.
I'm
and
just
children
saying
to get out of there.
that's they out there saying.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we'll be back here. We're going to take a break and just we're going to recalibrate the theories on the Titanic not actually sinking here.
They out there saying. That's all.
There's a lot of people saying a lot of things on the internet. That doesn't make it true. All right.
No, these people were saying it long before. They were doing it on message. Prior to that, meeting at backyard alleys, bar type places.
Okay. Very credible information. Spring is here, and it's time to upgrade your equipment. Whether you need a powerful zero-turn mower or a hard-working utility tractor, WT Equipment has the deals to get you rolling. Right now, it's the Hustler Sales Event. Save up to $1,700 off of MSRP on select Hustler zero-turns like the Raptor X Plus. Qualified buyers get 0% financing for 42 months. Need more muscle for the job? Take advantage of ready-to-roll savings on New Holland Power Star tractors with 0% financing for 60 months or cashback offers on 65 to 100 PTO horsepower models. These versatile workhorses are built for the field, the barnyard, and everything in between. But don't wait. The deal's in June 30th. It'll be here before you know it. So go buy WT Equipment today. Or call him for the details, 442-8284, or go to WTEquip.com. WT Equipment.
Ruscin and Zach.
ELE. What does ELE stand for?
Everybody love everybody.
Everybody love everybody.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Mandy White Perch. Big old slab.
C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, the saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery box brings new indulgences like toasted cheddar street chalupas. It's the Lux you want for less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat tricks.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat tricks.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets.
Check out our
Original
latest
beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat tricks. Just back classic raps.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the number one online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Thanks.
Building a single roof or a successful roofing business. Roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could beat lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text GRIT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text GRIT to 42424. That's GRIT to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell. ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Liv Moss. It's not a sports show. It's Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair, because I didn't have anywhere to sit. Get the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Errolman that Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you want to be seated in the Good Chair. Freshman quarterback Madden Iamaleava informed Sam Pittman and the staff he's entering the transfer portal 2 days after the conclusion of spring practice. Iamaleava was ranked 20th in the 2025 quarterback class. He will join his brother Nico at UCLA in the fall. Razorback baseball back at it tonight out at Baum. First pitch 6:30. We're on the air at 6 with the Dugout Show on selected ESPN Arkansas stations. Trojans, 18-20 on the year. The Razorbacks will head to Gainesville this weekend. And if you haven't heard, future Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw pitching tonight for the Tulsa Drillers over at Arvest Ballpark in Springdale. Tickets are available and going quickly. He will game time, I think, for that one is 7 o'clock. What time does it say on your thing? What time does it say?
It doesn't have a time. Oh, 7:05.
7:05. Okay, so you got plenty of time to spin over there and watch. Look, we're in an unprecedented run, I think, of Hall of Fame talent running through this place. Last year, Verlander. This year, Clayton Kershaw. You're
Ruskin next?
Huh? Yeah, who's next?
Who will know? We'll never know.
Your Ruskin and Zach X-Polls brought to you by no one in particular. Clayton Kershaw is on the mound tonight. In bats. Could you get a hit off of him? 11.3% of you say yes. God, y'all are dumb.
Oh, I mean, you're just stupid. You're just uninformed.
Whose time in Fayetteville would you say was the most productive? Dana Altman, Paula Morris, or Madden Iamaleava? 44.6% of you said Dana Altman.
He gave us a great quote.
He did.
With your permission, I'd like to end my career here.
And he didn't.
No.
Does it seem a little excessive that as an adult you have to be responsible every day? 87.9% of you said yes.
I'm not in favor.
Before you marry, date, or hire someone, should it be required that they use a computer with slow internet so you can find out who they really are? 90.3% of you said yes. For clarification's sake, the reason we don't like Madden Iamaleava is he never would have played here. He's not that good. He's greedy, or Papa Iamaleava. 58% of you now say Daddy is the problem. Those are your Ruskin and Zach X-Polls brought to you by me.
You.
Yes, pretty much me.
This man.
Me and me only.
Well, sensing there needs to be calm, John Calipari has posted on the platform regarding Boogie Fland entering the portal with a do not tag label. Just today being reported. Here's what John Calipari wrote. Been talking with Boogie the last few days. I fully expect that he's going to be a first-round draft pick. I've coached players with his talent and know how they are doing in the NBA. He has it. He also knows I will always be here for him. So that is what John Calipari wrote on X 4 minutes ago. This was posted. So We're up to the second on all this here on Ruscin and Zach. We're all over this. We
all
have
over
our finger on the pulse.
This is a great question from our miserable jerk in Missouri. If Kershaw was pitching out at Baum, would they make you turn in your old tickets and buy new ones?
Yes. They would. They would. I mean, they just got fleeced by Iamaleava. I mean, times are tough. They need some more money in there. You know what I mean? Every little bit helps.
JT says 11.3%, so they can get a hit in 10 tries. Are they counting just contact? Jeez, they're stupid. You're not getting a hit off Clayton Kershaw.
No, you're not. No. Mr. Pibb, Cal must be listening too. No, he's not.
No, I can assure you that the day one of the proudest days for us, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but we interrupted a football planning, like a game plan meeting.
Yeah.
We were talking about pizza or something food related, and it stopped a game plan meeting. That's the proudest I've ever been. And I have that from somebody that was in the room.
Oh.
That was a really, really proud moment. No, they've actually taken all the knobs off the radios over there, so that you can't get to us.
Right. Yeah. We've put on a do not contact tag on our
Hacker says Calipari's post reads like a long distance dedication. Okay.
Is Don on the phone? How are we doing with the Casey Kasem thing?
Bill,
are we making progress there?
Bill, that's on you.
Well, he's also dead.
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
Okay.
We could have him do the music hour, and then we don't have to do it.
Now, BE claims that Kershaw is now a minor league pitcher, so 100 times out of 100 he'd get a base hit.
Of course. He's a minor league pitcher for a couple of hours. All right.
This is just to get his arm loose.
So, the backstory of it. So, who has to go get him at the airport and bring him here? And tell me it's not Lurch.
No. The Naturals, all they are told to do is make accommodations for his arrival.
Okay.
He's probably not going in the player entrance.
Right.
He'll go in through a different door.
Okay.
The Naturals have nothing to do with it. It's all Tulsa.
Okay.
They'll handle
so someone has to go in from Tulsa.
Right. So
from
the
team,
airport. Team got on the bus at 2. They've got to go to the airport, wait for him, put him on the bus, and then go.
I see.
No. They'll send somebody up there to go get him. And he may
can we at least send a town?
He probably flies into Springdale. To be honest, I mean, you're coming in on a PJ.
Does this mean we can track a plane?
We could. I mean, yeah.
You want to track a plane?
If I got the tail number, yeah, we can find it.
Where's a plane from Los Angeles? But that's him. But it's him.
Bailey, with another scam being run by the university, is the paid parking for Baum. It's $75 a ticket if you don't pay to park.
No, it's a 7. Yeah, that's right. They'll ticket you. Is this? Where is this at?
This is at the University of Arkansas.
Is it that lot over by those apartments that used to be free? Because that's not a free lot anymore. I don't believe.
Nothing up there is free.
No, again, Iamaleava just took them for like $100,000. They need every little bit helps.
Yeah, you got to get it back now.
That's right. They're not passing the savings along to you, the fan. It's not happening.
Madden got his money for free.
Oh yeah,
he did. Yeah, but we don't.
He got his money for nothing.
Regular people, we don't get anything. Let's see here. Okay, JT in Laurel, Mississippi.
Oh my God,
home of Ben and Aaron Napier, hometown, home HGTV. Here's a good question. What would you rather have happen? Okay, get choked out like McAfee on Raw last night, or have a dump in your pants like Shaq on Inside the NBA.
I don't want to sound like that 50 Shades of Grey, but you can choke me out all day long. I do not want to.
Did we get that?
Abner, did we get Yeah, I'll go with that. 10 times out of 10.
Well, whatever. I saw this clip. McAfee was on in the restaurant I had lunch at today. So I didn't hear it, but I saw the clip. They played it like 3 or 4 times. So they were going after the play-by-play guy, whoever this wrestler was. And then McAfee went in to like save him, and then the wrestler started choking out McAfee. And then the fake security guys come out there and they're starting. Yeah. They spent an awful lot of time. In the time I ate lunch, they interviewed The Rock for half an hour, and then they talked about wrestling with McAfee getting choked out on Raw for the other half hour. They didn't talk about any actual sports on McAfee in the hour that I watched.
Now, question: Is this? Are we real or are we fake on both both ends of
Well,
this.
the Shaq moment was much more real than
I'm
the
just
McAfee
asking. You're
moment.
asking me, would I rather have real on both or fake on both?
I would rather I'd rather do the wrestling thing.
Oh boy, yeah.
There's
No
nothing worse
question.
than when you know you have to go and there's nothing you can do about it. That's the worst
We really
feeling.
need to talk to Dirty Drawers about this. He did this twice 2 weeks ago.
Or his wife.
Yeah, or his wife. I mean, they were there.
Who
For
probably
this.
had
I
to
mean,
clean
they
the dirty
can probably
drawers.
enlighten us on how Shaq handled
That's
this.
for Mrs. Dirty Drawers. That's a do your own laundry situation, right? Like you need a hazmat suit for
All right.
that, right?
Guys, the fact that you are giving us background on this situation with Pat McAfee,
The guy's name
and
is Gunther,
whatever.
the wrestler.
Guys, you're giving us wrestling background. This tells me more about you than I need to know.
Gunther.
Guys, you're adults. Let's not watch wrestling. Okay? Pretty simple. Pretty simple. You're what?
That is
These
not
are
grown folks.
These
stuff.
are man soaps.
I'm questioning why isn't Joe Tess on Raw last night? I thought he was doing that now. They had Michael Cole on there. What's up with that?
Well, he only does big events.
Oh, I see. He needs a big room. Got it. All right.
I just want to point out that, to your point, Mr. and Mrs. Drawers have been suspiciously quiet.
No, Dirty.
On the Shaq situation?
Yeah, well, game recognizes game.
Right. What happened there?
I mean,
if anybody would be an expert on this.
Honestly, like the McAfee thing, you can have a conversation around that. The Shaq thing, I mean, what's there to discuss? I mean, we've all been there. We know what happened.
You claimed earlier you've never been there.
I've never been there. I've never been there.
I don't
I
believe
have
that.
thrown up on myself. I've thrown up on other people.
Yeah.
I've thrown up on windows. I threw up on a dog once, but I've never been in a Shaq situation ever.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean, once I got out of diapers. Now,
Yeah.
when I go back into diapers, it's going to be every day.
We have heard breaking news. We have heard from Dirty Drawers.
Okay, go ahead.
On the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Mrs. Dirty Drawers, maybe throw out those Lululemon shorts. That's probably a good thing.
Well, yeah. What? You're not sticking those in your washing machine?
You don't?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, God, no.
Okay. All right.
No, you know what? You send them outside.
I mean, they do make spray and wash.
You
I mean,
have a nice ceremony, but no, you're sacrificing those.
Oh, okay. They're done.
That is over.
They're done. Oh, man. It's nice to hear from them, at least.
Yeah,
they're out there.
They're out there.
They're out there.
Yeah. B.E. God.
The fantastic use of the word debris.
I've never heard debris used like that.
It works, though.
Yeah,
I never thought of it that way, but it works. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Dr. K texted in, leave Grandpa's shows alone. Yeah, that's right.
Jamie says, Dirty Drawers, Lululemons are now just Lulus.
That's right. You're going to have to get those knockoff ones at Old Navy for $15. You can't get the real stuff anymore. You can't be trusted.
Bailey says, them are $80. You take them to the car wash.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you can do that, I guess.
It's a quality item. You can fumigate those pants. Yeah, why not?
Dry cleaners?
Of course, yes. Right. This conversation is
juvenile.
Is terrible.
It's juvenile.
But it always delivers the
Kershaw's
goods.
in town.
Yeah, and hopefully he's not listening to this. I mean, please. Oh man.
Nate says you let the garbage man find the separation facility.
Yeah, that's one that you go to the Tawny Town landfill with that one.
Greg, Zach says he doesn't watch wrestling but goes to fantasy football camp. Yes.
Are you doing that again this year?
No, God,
Okay,
no.
all right.
No, I spent every dollar I had going to that thing.
Right.
Total bill on that was over $8,000.
My God. To pretend to be a football player for a week.
It was great though. It was the best time ever. And you know what? You know what? It's cheaper than dating.
I guess
Thank you.
You've spent $8,000 in a month before.
Damn right.
Well, my father has chimed in. A former dry cleaner. Please don't take them to the cleaners.
Still a member of the union.
That's right.
Still a union guy. Please don't take him to the cleaners union.
He could get back in at a moment's notice if need be. You know, if called upon. If called into service, he could get back in there.
Dirty Drawers has been relegated to buying shorts from secondhand stores until he can control himself.
Why don't you get some diapers, man? Then you could buy shorts wherever you want. Got that security.
Shane from Poto says you go to the laundromat washing machine.
Oh, you don't do that on your own?
No, I'm big on the take them to the car wash.
Okay.
Hit them with the brush.
Is that included in your monthly plan? That you can hang your drawers out the window?
I'm just saying. I mean, you hose them down with that pressure wash thing. I mean, you should be okay.
You go to that car wash.
Yeah.
not the drive-through.
No. How are you going to take them through
Put
the
them on a
drive-through?
roof. I don't know.
What are you going to do? Hold them out the window? I told you about the day I did that, right? I left the window down in a car wash.
No, I don't remember that.
Hey, kids, don't leave the window down during a car wash. It doesn't stop ever.
No, it doesn't.
No, and you get very soaked and very soapy.
We had a guy in college that for the TV station would do dumb stunts. And one of the ones he did was he sat in a lawn chair in the bed of a truck and went through a car wash. He said the water was colder than you would expect.
Oh, yeah, no, it's very cold. Very cold.
He also tried to drink a gallon of milk in an hour, and
that's not okay.
He did not make it.
Brian and Harrison
Didn't
sounds
have
like
it.
a man who has done this before. You use your antenna. My car doesn't have an antenna.
Well, excuse us.
Well,
Wow.
then it's yours.
Oh, it's got that little triangle thing in the top.
Okay, that's not an antenna.
What is it then?
I don't know, but you're talking
triangle
like
thing.
the traditional antenna.
Oh yeah, whipping in the wind. You need
Right.
like a CB and like a CB radio
My
antenna.
dad, every time we go to damn car washes, he would get out and unscrew the thing. And
Well, you don't want it. They're not responsible if it's broken. You are.
It's a $9 thing.
That's $9.
I mean, they don't make cars with antennas, right? I mean, it's the little triangle thing.
I don't know. My mom had a car where when you would start the car, the little antenna would pop up out of the.
Look
and
at
then
you.
it would go down.
Was
when
that on the Cutlass Sierra?
It was on a '92 Toyota Camry, actually.
Yeah, the Cutlass Sierra was the one with the flags down the down the door.
Looked like a
all
general.
All the countries that it was made in, or something like that. I never understood that. Like they had a Brazilian flag, a U.S. flag, a Canada flag.
We can't reboot Oldsmobile, can we?
No,
We can reboot TV shows.
I
But
mean,
not
somebody
bring
can
about
buy the name.
My dad was an Oldsmobile man. We can't go to that.
No, you can't bring that back.
What a great brand that was.
Well, it used to be Pontiac, Oldsmobile. We were a better country when Pontiac was around.
Pontiac. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Brian and Harrison once again suggesting maybe you just hang them on your Razorback flag.
Well, yeah.
I would like to root those out of society if we could.
You don't want those?
I don't like those flags. I
You
think
don't
it's
like them?
dumb.
Wow.
I think it's really, really dumb.
You're just jealous because you don't have one.
No, I do. I do have them, but I don't put them in my car.
No.
Not a chance. Ugh.
Wow.
All right.
There's a text out of the 918. You all right? Text out of the 918. Quit pooping your pants. Crap in the woods. Explain why you only have one sock when you get home. Okay. Hacker goes to his car wash every day. He's got a subscription. He goes every day. I mean, that's how you get the most out of it because it ends up being $2 a wash if you go every day or something like that.
Why?
I don't know. I'd go too. Anytime there's anything on the windshield, like, whoop, going to car wash.
Of course you do. Hacker's birthday, by the way, he's 60 today.
I believe it is Matt Jones's birthday
It is?
today. It is?
It is.
Wow. Happy birthday to number 9. Number 9 in your
Way to
program.
steamroll right over Hacker's birthday.
Well, I just didn't want him to get the
you
top
want to
billing.
get him all the attention, right?
I mean, Matt Jones is the star of the radio station. Hacker is not. So, I mean, that's what you've been told. That's true. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. Let's pause right here.
What else we got going on? Oh, here's the McAfee video. God, this is so dumb.
Oh, someone who sent it to you?
No. It's on the Twitters.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, wrestling isn't real. You're watching a soap opera.
That guy is Gunther is the guy. It's choking him out allegedly.
So with an E.
By the way,
G-U-N-E?
McAfee was totally uninjured today on his show, so I don't think he was really choking him out. I'm just saying. I don't think he was applying a lot of serious pressure there. I mean, you got to make it look real to a certain extent, but I mean, you also can't kill a man on TV, even on Netflix. I don't think you could.
Dirty
do that.
Drawers now claiming that he had the stomach bug. I'm not
for cooking.
Well, we don't want to get him in trouble.
He's not willing to go there. All right, fine.
He's not
We'll go there. He's not willing to go there. All right, stick around. 20 minutes till the hour. This is Ruscin and Zach.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Spring is here and the grass is growing fast. Upgrade to a Hustler Zero Turn. Hurry in for the Hustler Sales event at WT Equipment. With Raptor X models in stock and savings up to $1,700 off MSRP. Plus, qualified buyers get 0% financing for 42 months on select Hustler mowers. These deals won't last. Visit WT Equipment today or shop online at WTEquip.com. Qualified buyers with minimum purchase. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for complete details.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater. What comes to mind? Best steaks, best wings, best salads, best sports bar, best all-around restaurant? You're right on every count. Now, picture where you'll take the family for Easter brunch, treat mom on Mother's Day, or celebrate an after-graduation feast. The answer? The All-American Steakhouse in Springdale. Download their app on Google Play or the App Store to order online for pickup or delivery, or use it to book a private meeting room for business or pleasure. Easy, fast, and convenient. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale. Great steaks, great sports.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, we're the Lewis brothers here from Lewis Automotive. We've got some exciting news to share with you today. As you know, during the month of March was our ultimate challenge, and we got some big news.
Absolutely. During the month of March, we set a huge goal of cars that we needed to sell, and we're here to let you know that we not only hit that goal, we exceeded that goal. So we just want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you to our employees. Thank you for the families for supporting them during this month. And thank you to the customer for not only buying, but for selling us your vehicle as well.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Kerry Earwood in Rogers and Derek Wardlow in Rogers. Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at precisiondoornwa.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Do you love fireworks? How'd you like to get paid to shoot them? Light up the night and your career with J&M Displays. J&M Displays is hiring part-time fireworks shooters to help shoot shows all across Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska. You'll get free training, great daily pay, and a front row seat to the action. There's nothing like hearing the crowd cheer after a show you helped create. Get started today. Visit jnmdisplays.com. Click the Join the Team tab and light up your future with J&M.
I'm meteorologist William Morrison with your 4029 Get Ready with the Forecast. Calm weather continues tonight in northwest Arkansas. By sunrise Wednesday, temperatures will be in the mid-50s. Sun and some clouds are on tap for our Wednesday. A stray shower or storm is possible. Daytime high temperatures will climb to the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Wednesday's overnight temperatures will fall to the upper 50s by sunrise Thursday. That's your Get Ready with the Forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5.
Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach show has been streamed in 158 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands. Yesterday, I'm going to try and pronounce this right. We were streamed in Oka-Humpka, Florida. You want to stream it too? Hitthatline.com. You got one of them Google Play, Alexa things. Just say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Or you can get us on the now running, like a North Korean car, Hit That Line Now app.
All right. Some unfortunate news has just come into the news center. ESPN broadcaster Mike Patrick has died at the age of 80. You may remember Mike Patrick for Sunday Night Football with Joe Theismann.
Yep.
And later Paul McGuire on that team.
They did a lot of college football.
They did the Music City Miracle game.
They did, yeah.
That was the
Wow.
Yep. And college football, college basketball with Dick Vitale and a lot of times. 80 years of age.
Wow.
Mike Patrick joined ESPN in 1982. And
he hit the big time when he was doing Sunday Night Football in the late 80s, early 90s with Theismann. Yep. Yeah, like you said, added McGuire after that. But yeah, he did. He was doing college football for ABC and ESPN.
Yep.
Towards the end of his career.
Yep.
So
that's right. Did his last game for ESPN in 2017.
Really?
Iowa State's 21-20 win over Memphis in the Liberty Bowl.
Wow. It's been that long.
Yes, that's
wow.
Right. Yeah. He was
wow,
good.
I mean, really good.
The two pillars of football broadcasting in the day at ESPN were Mike Patrick and Ron Franklin. They were the two football voices. And basketball, too, but Ron Franklin not as much known, although he did college basketball for many years on those Big 12 games. But Mike Patrick did the ACC. He did the ACC tournament.
Yeah,
for a
he
long time.
He was synonymous with the ACC.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Really, really good broadcaster.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize it'd been 8 years since he did a game.
Yeah. No. At one point, he was playing poker too.
Oh,
wow. He would get in these poker tournaments after he was done broadcasting.
Franklin and Patrick, man, and if you got them on the same night,
back-to-back games or something.
Because Franklin would do like an SEC game here and there. Where I met him for the first time was here, and then get Patrick on that late night game. Oh, come on, Pac-10, the old Pac-10, back when we were doing things right.
Right.
You get the Pac-10 late USC UCLA game.
Right.
So what's his name? Baby Jordan, Harold Miner, Tracy Murray. I can do this all day.
Another voice of our youth gone here with so there you go. We're being told Kershaw arrived by Uber.
Shut up.
Really?
Okay. Listen to me, and we know. I mean, we are the show for Uber drivers. If it was our guy who delivered Clayton Kershaw, he'd be about 6'4", beard, kind of athletic looking.
Probably would have left a giant tip.
You can. They cap what you can actually tip on an Uber, but
maybe he handed him a wad of cash.
All right. If you're the Uber driver, 877-377-6963.
Okay.
We're getting this on good authority. He's at the ballpark. Clayton Kershaw is ready to go.
The game's in 3 hours. Of course he's at the ballpark. I got to get ready.
Kirkchin. I was listening to this podcast with Tim Kirkchin. And they were talking about the Red Sox played their Patriots Day game yesterday, which is an 11-10 start.
Right.
And he said Dustin Pedroia, one of my favorite Red Sox, had this ritual about he would get to the ballpark 8 hours before the start of a game. So, they would play at 7 o'clock, and David Ross, who lived across the street from him, would see him going to the ballpark at 10. And he's like, where are you going? I'm going to the park. We're playing 8 hours. But on Patriots Day, he would get there at 3 a.m.
Wow.
And they would have to let him into the ballpark so he could go through his routine. But that's maniacal. If you're getting to for an 11:10 a.m. April game, if it's August, you're in the race, that's one thing. But it's Patriots Day. You can show up at 9 o'clock and still make it.
Yeah. Kevin wants to know did he leave anything in the Uber?
Also, great question. We would really like to talk to this Uber driver.
It's too bad he wasn't being chauffeured around Cadillac's party bus. It's been pretty cool.
How does that? You're standing up there at XNA, and this dude, Kershaw's 6'4", and you're kind of looking at him, and
you think he flew commercial?
You think you know him? Apparently, he did.
He's just a regular guy like you and me.
Like he's from Dallas,
Right.
so maybe he's rehabbing down there. He hops on a plane, he gets a beer. But like you're looking at him, you kind of know. You're like, that might be.
Well, he also looks just like Brad Pitt, right?
Sure. But in the back of the car, you're always having that uncomfortable conversation. So what do you do? What are you in town for? I'm going to a baseball game. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. No, Razorbacks?
No. We're being told he did not come into XNA. Okay. Thank you.
Right. He did not
from
fly
our
commercial.
from our.
He wasn't riding the blue water.
No. Okay, that's good to know.
On American.
But I mean,
DFW.
how does that conversation go if you're the Uber driver and you kind of think it's Clayton Kershaw?
Yeah, do you ask?
You have
Do you just
to
keep it
ask.
to yourself? Does he want to be left alone? Maybe he doesn't want to be asked about his job.
Yeah,
Everybody
maybe.
does that.
Nobody wants to talk shop.
You remember that time you were in a World Series and you won that game? That was awesome. Turns into a Chris Farley deal.
I would love to know.
Yeah, that's right.
Kevin in Prairie Grove says the Patriots say in Boston it's probably hard to get to the ballpark because Boston marathons. Yeah, but they don't run the marathon close enough to Fenway. And he's Dustin Pedroia. He'll get in.
Pedroia the Destroyer.
Petey. Now, you've heard the story about David Ortiz. Didn't know his name was Pete? No. Oh, God. So David Ortiz is it was when David Ortiz had his number retired, and he was talking about Dustin Pedroia. Or I'm sorry, back up. Pedroia's number was being retired. And he said that, and he just kind of said off the cuff that David Ortiz didn't know his name. And he's doing an interview. Ortiz is there, and the guy says, Dustin. And he starts off the question with Dustin and then asks the question. And Ortiz looks at him and goes, why do you call you that? And Pedroia goes, because it's my name. And he goes, man, I've got over 6,000 at bats in front of you. Now batting, Dustin Pedroia. Ortiz never knew his name. And Ortiz confirmed it in the World Series a couple years later. Said he never knew his name.
Wow.
Only a second baseman, MVP.
He was very much focused on the task at hand and not the person batting and the public address.
Great question from John in Little Rock. What name did he use for the Uber? Was it McLovin? JW and Rogers points out most of the celebrities fly into the Rogers Airport. Yeah, but he's pitching in Springdale.
That's like a 90-minute commute. From
Yeah,
the Rogers
that's
Airport to Springdale
ridiculous.
with traffic. That traffic on whatever that road is, Hudson Road or whatever. That
Now,
is terrible.
Bob's right about this. Uber drivers got one shot at this. You can't look at him and go, do you play basketball?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that.
Billy Hoyle. You mean play basketball?
Bailey says Uber driver probably didn't know who he was. Talked about his 5th grade son that plays baseball and has a future in the MLB.
Oh, yeah. I go to travel ball on the weekend. All right.
Alert confirming Verlander came private.
Of course he did. Right. All right, we'll be back.
Kershaw's a man of the people.
He is.
He's one
Common
of us.
clay of the New West.
All right, I love that. You're going to see him tonight.
I am. Northwest Arkansas's #1 destination for indoor golf is Cart Path Social. That's right. CartPathSocial.com. You can find out all you want to know. Play 1,000 world-famous golf courses on professional-grade golf simulators. You can have an event there with your people at the office or your buddies, whatever it is. You can book it online easy at CartPathSocial.com. CartPathSocial.com. They're on Grant Place across from Atwoods in Lowell, Arkansas. CartPathSocial.com. #1 for indoor golf in Northwest Arkansas.
It's Tuesday, April 22nd. I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News Update in 60 seconds. From being a substitute teacher in 1993 to running an entire district in 2025. Tonight you'll hear from the new superintendent about his vision for Fort Smith Public Schools. In other news, a small Cessna skid off the runway during an emergency landing at Drake Field in Fayetteville. More info is available at 4029tv.com and with our free mobile app. There's also a story posted right now about the Real ID deadline. That's coming up on May 7th. Governor Sarah Sanders is in our area today. We'll tell you why. Also tonight, we'll tell you about Washington County's new Community Rebuilding Center, where certain nonviolent offenders can get help to try and get back on their feet. For all of those stories, plus your Get Ready Weather forecast and Hog Wild Sports Report, join me, Brandon Evans, tonight on 4029 News.
It's our 47th anniversary at Burton Pools and Spas. Make your backyard the go-to spot for family fun. Get the Aruba fiberglass pool for $44,900 or the Corinthian for under $53,000. Plus, rectangle saltwater pools only $49,950. Give your kids a summer they'll never forget. Limited spots available. Hurry in for these exclusive anniversary sale savings at all 3 Burton Pools and Spas locations. Burton Pools and Spas. Water for a better life.
Hey, it's Zach from the Ruscin and Zach Show. Derek, can you believe the Crane Automotive team is having us on location again? You'd think they would have learned their lesson the first time.
We give the people what they want. We'll be live Friday, April 25th at Crane Buick GMC in Springdale. You're the Prince of Springdale, right, Zach?
Something like that. Come see us at 6372 West Sunset Avenue. Please bring us snacks, drinks, anything else we might like. Bill, do you want anything?
Well, how about a good show for once?
Ruscin and Zach live at Crane Buick GMC this Friday from 2 to 6.
Injuries don't wait for an appointment, so why should you? Ozark Orthopedics is here with expert orthopedic care whenever and wherever you need it. Visit Orthopedic Urgent Cares in Bentonville and Fayetteville. Open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. No appointment necessary. Need immediate care? Download the HURT app, a 100% free tool connecting you to an orthopedic injury expert anytime, anywhere. Ozark Orthopedics, getting you back to the activities you love. Learn more at ozark-ortho.com.
Hog fans, join Halftime's Phil Elson at Matt Jones Live at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Springdale, Tuesday, April 22nd from 11 to 2, right before the Hogs hit the diamond. Just awarded Best of the Best Steakhouse in Northwest Arkansas, and now is your chance to taste why. Grab their prime rib specials for just $12.99, score gift card giveaways, and soak in the pregame vibes. Don't miss it. Halftime with Phil and Matt, Tuesday at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale. We'll see you there.
Attention football fans. This year marks the 25th year of the Brandon Burlsworth football camps, and the 2025 camps are going to be extra special. And you have 3 camp dates to choose from. May 29th in Farmington, May 30th in Harrison, or May 31st in Little Rock. The camps are open to boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Enrollment is limited, so register early at BrandonBurlsworth.org. We're celebrating 25 years in 2025. The Brandon Burlsworth football camps will be here soon.
This wasn't how Patrick pictured himself in retirement. Instead of playing golf every day, he could barely walk because of his severe knee pain.
It hampered everything because it hurt to walk around the golf course. It hurt to swing, just pretty much hurt doing anything.
But the groundbreaking regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics changed everything for Patrick. QC Kinetics uses your body's own healing properties to help repair and restore damaged tissue in your knees, hips, back, and shoulders. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime.
The turnaround's been amazing from where I was to where I am now. I'm gone from a 15 handicap down to a 7 handicap. That's because my knees allow me to play golf like I haven't been able to play probably in 15 years.
Don't let joint pain keep you from doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
What time is it, Northwest Arkansas? It's time you knew that since 1956, Swift Jewelry in beautiful downtown Fayetteville has been the go-to place for expert in-house watch repair and restoration. Whether you need a simple battery or crystal replacement, band adjustment, or your grandfather's old pocket watch ticking again, our expert watchmaker has decades of experience meticulously making sure your precious timepieces are running correctly. Come visit us in Fayetteville next to Hugo's. We're Swift Jewelry, your personal jeweler since 1956.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs, and the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
What? Like, you're not going. No, I'm not. I gotta go to track meet. Shout out to my kid for making the all-district track meet. All right.
Yeah. Triple jump.
Triple jump.
Yep.
You get to play in the sand. That's one of the better events, I guess.
BE wants to know, you think the Uber driver got a 5-star from Clayton Kershaw? That'd be worth something, right?
Yeah, if you're the Uber driver, 877-377-6963, the Lewis Automotive Group
Did he
hotline.
have to sign an NDA on the way out?
I don't know. What happened in that Uber? He had to sign an NDA for it.
Well, Clayton Kershaw's in the back seat.
Yeah, right. What if the Uber driver took him to the wrong ballpark? Took in a bomb instead of a Arvest? Can you imagine that?
He goes, throws a no-hitter.
Wait, is this right? Is this the right place?
Arkansas gets no hit.
He walks into the Arkansas. I don't think this is the right place.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the right place. Oh, you meant the other one. Oh, my bad. Maybe that's why the Uber driver hasn't contacted us, because he took him to the wrong ballpark.
Yeah, he's now fired
by accident. Yeah. That's right. Maybe that's what happened. Oh man. Or he took him. If he's in the Rogers Airport, maybe he took him over to that park at Heritage. Right
If he flew into the Rogers Airport, Kershaw making the first pitch. No chance.
He's still in traffic somewhere.
Probably hadn't gotten his bags yet. Not at the Rogers Airport.
How far is that from here? I want to look it up now.
It's not the mileage.
No, it's the time.
how you have to go.
The time
to
is what
get
it is.
from there to here.
Yeah. Excuse me. I will look
Lurch
this up.
now confirming Kershaw has arrived at the ballpark where they use real bats.
Oh, he's got his joke book too.
He's flexing a little bit.
Yeah, he's feeling
You got Clayton Kershaw in town.
The phone says it's 34 minutes. It is not.
It is
34
not
minutes.
34
It's
minutes.
34 minutes when you get off the exit.
It's
to get there.
Good luck. You might be able to get there in 34 minutes at 2 in the morning.
That is because that road is how you get to the recycling center in Rogers. Which when you have a lot of cardboard, you have to go there because they can't pick it up. I'll pick it all up at your house. So I've done this, and I've done it Saturday morning, Sunday afternoon. Nope, doesn't matter. The traffic is always terrible on that road. It's unbelievable. You can't imagine. Like, why are so many? And it's not like there's a ton going on out there. Once you get past Sam's, there's not a whole lot out there, but there's still people everywhere all the time on that road. It makes
Here's
no
a great
sense.
question from Scott, the tortilla guy. Where's he playing?
Left field, Scott.
Yes,
they're trying him out. Who's he playing? He's over here playing a travel ball at the Tyson.
Yeah.
Complex,
Be out there playing beer league softball with you clowns in a couple of hours.
Just leave the keg on second base for him, all right?
Dude, are we still playing beer league softball?
I hope so.
I mean, everybody now takes it so seriously.
People are dumb, though. They think they could take him deep, though. That's how it works.
Almost 12% of our listeners think they can get a hit off of Clayton Kershaw. You cannot.
No, you can't.
You cannot.
No. If he was 75 years old, you still couldn't get a hit off him.
Now, Lurch pointing out, Lurch is our guy on the scene. He says the kids of Walker Elementary will be singing the national anthem in front of a future Hall of Famer.
Look at those kids.
Look at those kids.
A story they'll be able to tell for their entire lives.
I know.
Wow. That's pretty exciting. Way to go, kids. That's right.
I'm, hey, kids, sing it out of key.
Right.
I mean, look, go rogue. Oh, my gosh.
Francis Scott off key.
So I got to tell you this. So we're doing one of the fine. I love our in-game entertainment at Arvest, but you're familiar with the poultry derby, right? Yeah. Where we have a chicken, an egg, and a rooster going racing, right? So apparently they went rogue during the first race of the year. Like, they're supposed to go this way, and it went a completely different way, and they went completely rogue, messed everything up. So tonight, all bets are off. If you're going to be exchanging funds during the poultry derby, which I think is in the 5th inning, I highly recommend that you I would bet on the egg tonight.
Right.
Just saying.
Okay, thank you.
There's Miserable Jerk with another Crowder shot. Beer League softball guy is Crowder College kid all grown up. Clearly. Why? What did Crowder College do to you?
Clearly, Miserable Jerk was thrown out of Crowder College at some point.
I guess he's the QOA of Crowder College.
Right. He got tossed out of there.
Golly.
Man, he does not like that place.
Yeah, really. I don't know and Crowder's like
what they do to you.
It's like on the other side of the state from you.
It's in the Osho.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Maybe not. All right. I take that one back.
We'll edit that from the record.
Great question from Skeeter. Derek, would today be one of the 12 weather days for your dad?
No, it's too warm.
What's the temperature outside?
Like 80.
Oh, yeah.
He would do
72.
it.
No wind.
72, no wind. That's right. Bright sunshine.
Okay.
Well,
There's only
perfect days.
12 of those.
I've tried to tell him due to, science that there's probably now about 5 perfect days a year, not 12, but he doesn't get along with that theory. So he still thinks there's 12.
Okay.
And maybe there is in Searcy, but not up here. There's about 4 perfect days.
I cannot imagine that there are 12 perfect days in Searcy. I mean, you're down in the swamps. Down in the you're close to the Delta.
And you're in Searcy.
Yes, and it's hot. And there's nothing going on. The air doesn't move.
Listen, I'm allowed to make fun of my hometown. You two are not, all right?
I've been to Searcy.
It's a tie situation, all right?
What if
we can make fun of tie? They can't.
What if somebody who lives in Searcy passes the joke through me?
No.
That's not acceptable?
Okay, you have a unique situation. By the way, where's our gear?
It's coming. I'm going to see him this weekend.
Okay, all right. Yeah, he's doing the 5th inning or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Good point, Skeeter. Skeeter, fix your baseball team, by the way. Leave Searcy out of this, all right? Come on. Please. Skeeter.
Scott pointing out there was the night the Egg won for the first time. Great honor. Yeah, that was last year. First time the Egg ever won the poultry
They're
derby.
not going to pick me to do another contest like the last time I went there, am I?
Doubtful because I'm not there.
Okay, good.
I'm not there to go, he's right here.
Good. Yeah, leave me alone. I want to disappear. I want to fade into Bolivian like
Mike Tyson?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. No. What I want to do. We're also people are reacting to the maybe the Iamaleevas are trying to get their own reality show on Netflix or something. Maybe that's why they're doing all this stuff.
Oh yeah,
They're trying to get a deal.
That's what I want to see. Well, the drama's already over.
Is it?
Yes.
We don't know the real story. They're going to sell it to the highest bidder.
All right.
Hulu, Amazon Prime, whatever it is.
Wawa talking about how they left Tennessee.
You know she's dead, right?
Barbara Walters?
Yeah. Oh
no.
Oh no.
I didn't, but I maybe I suspected it. It wasn't as big a shock. I'm going to go with yes, I knew.
She died in 2022.
Did she really?
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. I honestly would not have been in my orbit. So, like Peter Jennings, I watched every night.
Right.
Patrick Swayze, Roadhouse.
Right. I never got to the part in that book of the night of the OJ chase when Peter Jennings kept interrupting 2020 and Barbara Walters was pissed because she didn't get to be a part of the OJ coverage. But they called Al Michaels at a horse track to be a part of the coverage, but they wouldn't let.
That's the thing I remember about Al Michaels was him basically giving you the roadmap off the I-10 through Rockingham because apparently Al lives like down the street.
Yeah, he lived in Brentwood. Yeah. The other thing is they got a prank caller. One of the Howard Stern people prank called, and Al Michaels was like, Peter, that's not a real call. That's Captain Jenks from the Howard Stern show or whatever. That's another thing he did on that particular night.
JT says the drama may not be over. What if Madden starts over Nico?
Yeah.
That would be rough.
I mean, I've seen reality shows made out of less than this. So,
it's
definitely
Honey Boo Boo.
Maybe that's why they haven't told their stories because they're going to tell their story in a documentary that's going to be on Netflix that they produce. So
Who's
know it's going to be
watching
true.
that? Nobody. Bill, you
One
watch.
more reason. No, one more
You
reason.
watch junk TV, don't you?
No, I do not.
Very offended by that.
He took that personal.
He did. He took that very personal. And it's
say,
personally.
one
You
more reason.
hee-haw. It's personally. You take things personally. You sound like a middle school football coach.
My God.
Why you take it personal? Not personally.
You've had too much caffeine today. You need to
I
calm
had
down
no
a bit.
caffeine today.
You've drank 3 Cokes.
Is there caffeine in Coke?
Yes.
This is zero sugar stuff.
Yeah, but there's caffeine in it, isn't
Is there?
Give me the can.
It's really it's what I had for lunch,
Give me
which
the
has got
can.
me going.
Give me the can.
Go on, Bill. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I can't read this.
Yeah.
I was just going to say one more reason for him to get Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm
there you
trying.
go.
I keep trying to do callbacks, and you guys just won't let me do it.
We're slow.
Well, yeah.
We're very, very slow.
What the hell is he doing?
He's trying to read.
They have Google.
I can't read it. I don't think there's. I don't know what's in there.
Yes. Well, that's
It's definitely chemicals that are probably not good for you.
probably not. It has total fat 0, sodium
34
2%.
milligrams of caffeine per 12-ounce can.
Is that good?
I have no idea.
Like a lot.
Is that big? I mean, now again, in reference, or I guess in comparison to what I normally drink,
Right.
I'm doing better, right?
I don't know.
Oh.
My dad thinks, Bill, you'll like this. My dad goes and eats like turkey sandwiches and stuff. He claims he's eating healthy.
By
There's
eating
still
a turkey-
bread in the sandwich,
Yeah, there's
right?
still bread. No, that's not eating healthy.
Yeah, and I've got a whole thing on turkey. You eat that once a year.
Okay.
Oh, you're not a turkey guy?
Not a turkey guy.
Okay.
Hey, tomorrow can we play Grill Bill again?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
playing
that's
Grill
tomorrow.
Bill tomorrow.
All right, tomorrow we'll do that.
We'll do that at 5 tomorrow. That's
You can ask about turkey and
That's
other
an
stuff.
easy segment for us.
Yeah.
Bill, not so much.
Right. My father texted in. So Hunter wants a check. Says the Edge can take legal action on players who don't honor their contract. This will drive players to Arkansas for sure. Also, how is the ASU game in Little Rock not already a sellout?
Well, they just put tickets on sale yesterday. And I'm sure, and they didn't do a very good job announcing it. Like, I found it by accident.
They don't want you to go.
Well, A State does.
Well, listen, the Razorback fans I know don't want to go. They don't want to watch them lose. So they're not going.
All right,
Russell
and Boondle says there's 114 milligrams of caffeine in a 12-ounce Red Bull.
So you are doing better.
I'm doing significantly better.
All right, you're leveling. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Skeeter just got a notification on his phone that Missouri looking to spend a little over $1 million to replace the turf at the baseball stadium. Watch out, SEC. Here we come.
You know, you're not a serious sport when you slide into home and your uniform's perfectly clean because it's a turf field. And I've said this a million times, but I'll say it again. If you're in high school, I get it, and that's fine. But in the SEC, every infield should be made of dirt and not carpet. All right? It's upsetting.
Lurch wants to know, you want to throw out the first pitch tonight? How's the old soup bone?
You know what? I got something wrong with my shoulder. I really do. It's something's wrong. It hurts.
Which one?
The right shoulder.
Okay, yeah, you're not having a heart attack. I learned that yesterday.
No, that doesn't present in the arm.
I told you this.
It presents right here.
It's very helpful having a doctor on staff.
Well, it doesn't hurt, you know.
I mean, like, I can ask really dumb questions.
Yeah.
And you have to do the dirty work. which is the best part of it.
Right.
Like, hey, ask your wife if I'm having a heart attack.
Right. Here's the text. I bought tickets to ASU in Little Rock just in case the Hogs lose.
Ooh.
Be great couch burning on the old golf course. Maybe burn down University Mall. University Mall's already burned down. I think they put a restaurant there. Nice try, though.
God, they can't lose that game, guys.
They could.
Yeah, well, yes, they could.
They could.
They most definitely could.
Right. They could.
But
this is the next thing they're going to be mad about, right? We're insinuating that they could lose that game, and the propaganda arm is going to be like, they are not losing that game. They're not losing to Arkansas State.
No, but they could lose to Memphis.
Uh-huh.
Definitely lose to Notre Dame.
That's what you think.
No, that's what I know.
God, we got to do 9 months of this.
What? No, you brought it up.
I did not bring up Notre Dame.
You brought up football.
Oh, so I bring up football. You got to shoehorn Notre Dame into the conversation.
Well, of course.
Great.
Here's a text on the 479. Zach sounds like a Crowder College girl. Like you said, God, what is?
Boy, Crowder's wearing it. Wow.
Crowder's taking a beating.
Man.
Your
guys, we're not going to get the Crowder College account because of you. All right.
Your dad pointing out there is no golf course anymore. It's just there to park.
Yeah.
And he would know. Your dad is a golf course hound.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever played it that when it was a actual golf course.
I played that. It was terrible.
Yeah. I know it was pretty bad. Yeah. Right.
Little Rock's a fine town.
Little Rock's a fine town. That's right.
All right. And to answer your question, yes, every opportunity football comes up. I'm just going to subtle reminder.
Terrific.
Subtle reminder.
We're all better for it.
I know. Dr. K wants to know, Bill, she's a 10, but she went to Crowder College. Guys.
We're never going to get the Crowder account with this. You know what I mean? We're never with this kind of texting. We're never going to get the Crowder account, guys. Come on.
Lurch pointing out Crowder College, proud supporter of Naturals baseball.
They are. They are.
Just call to the bullpen. Brought to you by. Oh gosh.
But yeah, so this is an interesting thing to talk about. Well, we'll talk about it when we come back. We're over here, and we need to move along with stuff. But this whole there's only one way. Let me do this Greenberg style. Coming up, there's only one way that Hunter Yurichek's plan for contracts will work, and we'll talk about it after this. See how that works? That's professional broadcasting right there. All right, the Lindbergh team is here to help you if you're looking to buy or sell a home. Navigating the real estate process can be stressful, but if you work with Tara Lindbergh and her team, they guide you through the process to get you the best outcome possible. This is what happened with the White family. They were selling their property, and they knew it wouldn't be easy because it's large, complex, a lot of moving parts. It would take someone special to handle this challenging listing. And one of the agents on the Lindbergh team got the job done. From the very beginning, She guided them through every critical step, listing, staging, monitoring, and marketing the property. And then came the true test. After the property went under contract, an unforeseen disaster struck one part of it, a setback that typically derails the sale. Not this time. The teams managed to keep the sale intact. They made the necessary adjustments and successfully guided the transaction all the way to closing. The White family was grateful for the expertise from the Lindbergh team. Tara and her team get you that cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking price. It's the agent I would trust if I was selling my home. Tara Lindbergh. Find out how much your home is worth at LindberghTeam.com. LIMBIRD, LindberghTeam.com. Or check out the over 1,000 five-star reviews. Just Google Lindbergh Real Estate Group.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I get on that fancy bus they meet us with, and my damn belt exploded.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
The Crane team is your home for all your automotive needs. With 16 different locations across the state and America's favorite brand.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
White perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, the saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery box brings new indulgences like toasted cheddar street chalupas. It's the Lux you want for less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, a rabbit and a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics. So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics. A rabbit and a hat trick. Just that classic rap.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the number one online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Thanks for
You're just trying to get by. Hi, Tommy Kraft here. I want you to know something. The medical pros at QC Kinetics right here in Northwest Arkansas, they're on the case and focused to finally get you the relief you need. They've already treated tens of thousands of patients around the country with regenerative treatments that can help calm that debilitating joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, and back. Everybody's trying to live healthier lives and break free of the harmful meds. That's the whole mission of QC Kinetics. Hey, curious if you'd be a candidate for these treatments? No problem. The consultation is totally free, and they're happy to take a look and see if they can help you finally get relief. Call now and find out how easy it is to get back to enjoying life without chronic joint pain. Call QC Kinetics now, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. QC Kinetics in Northwest Arkansas.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Robert.
And this is Elizabeth.
And we're at the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Hey, where's Matt?
Beer hats here. Come and get your bases loaded, beer hats here.
Matt, what are you doing?
Well, with how well the baseball team's doing, I thought I'd make sure that the fans know where they can get those famous yellow hats.
Not only do we have the beer hats, but we also have the team hats and jerseys to match.
So I guess you could say when it comes to Razorback baseball, we have all the bases covered.
You really hit it out of the park with that one.
Yeah, a real grand slam of a pun.
Definitely not a strikeout.
Anyway, Hog fans, if you're looking for something with a hog on it, come by the Stadium Shop on Razorback at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville.
That's right. Or you can go to their websites,
Dad, I think what you mean to say is our website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
And whether it's a shirt, pool table, or anything in between, come by the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
The Stadium Shop is the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store in the country.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
I'm meteorologist William Ruscin with your 4029 Get Ready with the Forecast. Calm weather continues tonight in northwest Arkansas. By sunrise Wednesday, temperatures will be in the mid-50s. Sun and some clouds are on tap for our Wednesday. A stray shower or storm is possible. Daytime high temperatures will climb to the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Wednesday's overnight temperatures will fall to the upper 50s by sunrise Thursday. That's your Get Ready with the Forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5. The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. We don't read the headlines. We make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news brought about the Good Chair because there was nowhere to sit. Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by. Tell Robert Errol Mann that Joe Bonamassa sucks. And you want to be seated in the Good Chair. Freshman quarterback Madden Iamaleava. He's gone. Entering the transfer portal 2 days after the conclusion of the spring practice. Ranked 20th. In the 2025 class at the quarterback position. He'll join his brother Nico at UCLA in the fall. Baseball team back at it tonight out at Baum. First pitch is 6:30. Euler's in town. We're on the air at 6 with the Dugout Show. Trojans are 18-20 on the air. Razorbacks heading to Gainesville this weekend. In case you haven't heard, Clayton Kershaw pitching for the Tulsa Drillers tonight in Northwest Arkansas, taking on the Naturals. First pitch, 7:05. Yes, Eric will be there. Yes. And I'm being told that things are...
But more importantly, Clayton Kershaw will be there.
Right. Clayton Kershaw, man of the people, took an Uber to the ballpark. Look at that. Your Ruskin and Zach X polls. Could you get a hit off of Clayton Kershaw if we gave you 10 at bats? 10% of you say yes. There's no chance. Whose time in Fayetteville would you say was the most productive? Dana Altman, Paula Morris, or Madden Iamaleava? 45% of you said Dana Altman. Does it seem a little excessive that as an adult you have to be responsible every day? 88.4% of you said yes. Before you marry, date, or hire someone, should it be required that they use a computer with slow internet so you can find out who they really are? 90.3% of you said yes. And this is for my own clarification. The reason that we don't like Madden Iamaleava is 59% of you say his dad. Those are the Ruskin and Zach X poll. Feel free to do whatever you want.
Right. Melissa said touch grass in the weather earlier today, though.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So
people were hearing that.
Bill and I had lunch with Melissa Hall today. She's doing the weather today, and she did. She said go touch grass, and she said something else that we say all the time around here. I wasn't listening.
80s are gettable. No, I didn't.
No, they used Gettable at Augusta.
Yeah, they did.
The Masters.
We never found that clip though.
She said reach out a lot. And just as a former news guy, I used to get really upset because you're not actually reaching out to anybody.
A lot of corporate buzzwords were going on.
Right.
I mean, she's a corporate gal.
Sure.
Corporate gal. Yeah, I know. Don't say gal. Conjures up images of Day 11. That's Good Morning Vietnam.
Wow. So y'all went to lunch, huh?
Well, yeah. Yeah, Bill, we happened to be there. She was there. I never met her in person, so we got to meet her, had lunch with her.
And Phil and Matt were out there.
They were out there as well. Mark and Laura as well. And I found out that Mark says that he is the eye candy for the All American Steakhouse.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. And he washes the dishes too. So
okay.
And Bill you got the All American burger. Good.
No, actually, I had the California burger.
I'm sorry. I thought you had the All American. The All American's very good. You got the California burger?
It was delicious.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go, everybody. Lunchtime.
Mm-hmm.
The Ruscin and Zach crew.
Yeah, we were out there just,
Yeah, we drove right past you.
Yeah. No, I saw you.
He doesn't acknowledge us because he keeps his hands at 10 and 2.
I was listening to my book. I was very into the book.
Tyler from Winslow, you get her number. Actually, yeah. But she's going to come on with us.
Right.
So, here I am working for you.
She wants to clarify the shower thing.
Yeah, because I told her, like, can I say the Martin Lattimore thing? It's not a shot at Mount Martin.
I don't know.
Well,
we do these dumb jokes in here to pass the time because it's very monotonous.
We have told you over and over and over again. 90% of what we do is simply to make ourselves laugh. Martin Lattimore, if you're here in Northwest Arkansas, used to do the weather. And for whatever reason, I don't know if we were drunk, high, whatever, but we started laughing because Martin Lattimore sounds like a lead singer of a punk band.
Oh, right.
And the name that we came up with was Martin Lattimore and the Glow of Electric Sex.
Right.
That's a great punk band.
Christmas Vacation.
So
Christmas
she's like, well, what do you say about me? And I said, well, you're a little bit different. But I said, when you do the weather, I said, Derek and I it sounds like you're doing it in the shower.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I had to clarify, like the Berry Gordy Motown shower, like when
Echo Chamber
shower. Yeah, something like that. Abner, Mrs.
Good story.
Abner, yeah, thanks. Abner, Mrs. Majestic.
Happy fall, y'all.
She's in Charlotte.
Yeah, she left. It's over.
Abner wanted to know if Bill was there. He was. Bill sitting there just yucking it up.
Having a good old time.
That's right.
All right.
You could have come by.
I know.
He didn't know where we were.
I didn't.
Yes,
I didn't want to spoil anything.
We had. I sent him a text. I'm like, hey, Melissa Hall's here, and he said where, and I told him exactly where. You had every opportunity to come out and hang out.
Okay,
with us.
that's not an invitation.
Okay, so that's
not an invitation.
This is my general. Hey, do you want to go somewhere? No. So I tried something different. I didn't invite you to see if you would show up.
If you if someone says, hey, such and such is here, and then you show up, you're like a creep if you do that.
Okay, where's the news in that? You can't do that. All right.
That's not how that works. No.
Scott the Tortilla Guy wants to know, where's Laura Huckabee? You guys are friends.
That was one of the more awkward encounters of my entire life. Well, but, people do this all the time. I saw a guy last night that recognized me from this idiot video stream that we do.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I wouldn't know what he looked at unless I looked like him until I saw you on the TV. But it is my brain, and I think a lot of people's brains short circuits when you see the person in the TV in real life or the person you listen to in real life.
So when you see them
First of all, we're a lot less handsome than you think we are in person. First of all,
we've never been accused of that.
That's right. Yes.
Ever. So when they're in the 3-dimensional phase, you're out. The 2-dimensional phase is good for you. Wow, Russell. Wow.
I think I was at that party, Russell.
Abner wants to play Grill Melissa. No.
But what happened was with the Laura Huckabee thing, since Bill's never heard this story. She used to do the weather here.
Yeah, and Bill, she's done like major market weather.
Oh, she's been on Atlanta CBS Weekend News.
Yeah,
like
she's done like major
big career,
market,
right?
Yeah, big.
So she's doing the weather here.
Big career.
And I go to get a piece of pizza at the Fayetteville concession stand, and I look up, and there she is, right there in person. And
did you have a Shaq moment?
No, I didn't. It wasn't like that, thankfully. But
worse.
You don't expect to look up at the concession stand and see someone from the TV taking your order. So it short circuited, and I just like slice of cheese,
what do you
please.
want?
It wasn't quite like that scene in the movie You Hate, Field of Dreams, where they're at the concession stand and Kevin Costner asks James Earl Jones, "What do you want?" And he's like, "I want people to stop looking at me for answers. I want them to think for themselves." He's like, "No, what do you want?" Like, oh, dog
sorry.
and a beer.
Here's a text on the 479. Do you guys hate it when people recognize you in public? I don't. But I immediately go into defense mode.
Well, yeah, and
I immediately start apologizing for whatever we've done that would be offensive.
I am always grateful when people come up to me, because I did a lot of shows for a lot of years that no one ever came up to me and said anything good about it. So to have it now, it's nice. It's very
disconcerting when Keith Vimple, the director of Springdale Athletics,
well, that's a problem.
I mean, somebody with a job, comes
somebody
up,
in the C-suite over here at JB Hunt or whatever,
right?
I mean,
They come up and listen to you every day. Why?
That's a problem.
Like, why? Why do you do that?
That is a problem.
Please stop.
That's right. That's a problem. All right. It's 28 minutes until the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. 877-377-6963 to get you in here. The Lewis Automotive Group hotline, and we will be back with the drive home. And the latest on this, what do you do about NIL? Can you do buyouts? Is that a thing? We'll talk about it coming up.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
At center, number 35, a 6'11 junior from Slater, Missouri, Joe Klein. Michael Jordan knocked down by Klein. For Arkansas, their key player, obviously, in the middle, 6'11. Joe Klein leads the team in scoring and rebounding.
Is that a better introduction for you this morning?
Can we just put that on a loop? Just drive around in my car and feel special.
This is The Morning Rush, only on ESPN 99.5.
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high-performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, we're the Lewis brothers here from Lewis Automotive. We've got some exciting news to share with you today. As you know, during the month of March was our ultimate challenge, and we got some big news.
Absolutely. During the month of March, we set a huge goal of cars that we needed to sell, and we're here to let you know that we not only hit that goal, we exceeded that goal. So we just want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you to our employees. Thank you for the families for supporting them during this month. And thank you to the customer for not only buying, but for selling us your vehicle as well.
A great lawn is like a great sports team. It takes expertise and a little extra care to really stand out. That's where True Green comes in. They're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour, so they know a thing or two about keeping grass looking like a fairway. It's more affordable than you think, and they'll even match any competitor's price. Plus, True Green backs it all up with a satisfaction guarantee. Head to TrueGreen.com today. Let the pros do the work while you sit back and enjoy the results.
Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
A SoFi Personal Loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi Personal Loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply, NMLS 696891.
Hey, Hog fans, when you shop at Alumni Hall, you're getting the ultimate Razorback shopping experience. Alumni Hall has the largest and best selection of Arkansas apparel and accessories, from Nike, Champion, Comfort Colors, Yeti, apparel for the entire family, and gifts for the grad and alumni. For every $150 you spend, you'll receive a $10 reward. Go see them today and load up on Razorback gear. Alumni Hall on College Avenue, alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, where Razorback fans shop.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on retirement contributions, a very handsome reward indeed. With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contributions are boosted by 3%. Plus, you also get 4% APY on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% IRA boost on annual contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. It's time to step up to the plate and get a big league haircut at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Whether you're gearing up for the game or just need a fresh cut, our all-star stylist will have you looking like a champ. Kick back in our big comfy chairs, catch the game on our ATVs, and enjoy a cold beer or root beer while we handle the rest. Book online at fantasysportscuts.com or call us at 935-3116. Walk-ins are always welcome, but if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend booking ahead. Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every haircut is a home run. Located at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Touch the thing every now and then. Thank you for it someday. 23 minutes till the hour, Ruscin and Zach.
Well, then you're a punch.
We know.
I forgot I had that in there.
Big day around here.
Yeah, very big,
exciting day around here. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle. Or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I think my dad's very disappointed in me.
Look, the other players rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
Mr. President. And for all you other suckers, too bad.
Woo pig.
Gilligan just said he was having brunch and he was at the table next to Allison Wise and her husband, and he wanted to walk over and say woo pig, but he didn't know if that would be acceptable.
That would not be. No,
you don't think so?
No, you don't know. Don't bother the news people in the wild. Don't do it. No.
Why?
I don't know. You just don't. Okay. They got lives too. They don't want to talk to you.
That's not very nice.
They don't. Okay. Tanner and Tupelo's on the phone.
He's a preacher.
Yes.
You're my God to thee. I mean, Tanner, do you know the words to this?
No, I don't recognize that. Sorry.
Well, there goes that
idea. All right.
Hi.
Guys, how's it going?
Great.
Let me tell you what happened to me on the day before Easter. Our church does our annual Easter egg hunt. We give out 40,000 eggs to the community. There's probably about maybe 2,500, 3,000 people that show up. It's a big deal. And my one job at this egg hunt extravaganza is to set up enough sound equipment so we can play some music and have a PA. Give instructions, whatnot, that type of thing. And one thing that we always have to do every year is announce lost kids. Kids that can't find their parents, Parents have lost their children. It's just a normal thing. That's just part of it. Well, one of my own church members could not find 2 of her daughters. And they're named Allie Mae and Addie Claire, which Addie Claire, her nickname is Tiny, because when she was a baby she was just real small, so they've called her Tiny her whole life. Now she's 6 years old, so she goes by Tiny. Okay, which is, I know that's weird. I thought that her last name was something else. And so I announced that over the speaker. They said, no, that's not her name. Her last name is Cox. And so I am on the PA address announcing to 3,000 people that we need Tiny Cox to come to the sound tent here at our church event.
Tanner, I get the feeling, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you're kind of the Fredo of your church.
I just do whatever I'm told. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
It gets better. It gets better.
Oh, good.
I didn't even realize it. Of course, we're in frantic mode trying to find this child named
Tiny Cox.
Tiny Cox, yes. And two things happened. One of our church elders, who is the only other Arkansas fan in my church, by the way, he's from Newport. He comes up to the sound tent and he says, "I'm here. What do you need?" That's obviously not what I was looking for. And then I didn't even realize I had said that. Like, it wasn't like, oh my goodness, I had just said that. Another friend of mine from the church, whose last name is also Cox, no relation to this family, but his first name is BJ. His name is BJ Cox. He's the one that alerts me that I have made this Freudian error. So I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. So,
oh my Lord.
Apologies to any parents who have kids in the car right now, and they're asking, why is that funny?
Are you willing to answer some questions from the MBI over your incident?
Absolutely, always.
BE would like to know how many men responded to Tiny Cox.
About 4 or 5.
Okay.
They were willing to admit it.
Good to know. Jamie from Fayetteville would like to know, did you get bum rushed by fat, balding J names?
Oh, thankfully no. Oh.
Let's see here.
I have never been that embarrassed in my life.
Well, I mean, wait. You still got small kids. You got plenty of time ahead of you.
That's true.
We're gonna all end up in the clinker over this.
Yeah, probably. It's after 4 o'clock.
Sorry.
Kids are out of the car. He's a preacher.
Sorry for the paperwork.
It's not my problem
Thank you,
anymore.
Tanner.
It's
Yeah.
not my problem anymore.
Yeah. Zach has no problems anymore.
No, Zach has no problem.
Thank you, Tanner.
Thank you,
Y'all be
Tanner.
good.
All right.
Love y'all. See ya.
Thank you, Tanner. All right. That's Tanner and
He texted
Tupelo.
me last night, and he's like, "Hey, I've got a story I got to share with you guys." All right, cool. And that was it. Like Tanner's Bill. Now Tanner and Tupelo is a reverend, a right reverend.
Right. He runs the praise band.
He does. Yeah. Tanner is a very talented musician, and
sounds like it,
and a man of the cloth. And let's just say this: if we were of the same religion, you would have to. And when you got to the gates, you're gonna have to answer for that. I don't know how it is where you live, but that's how it is in my world. They're gonna open the books, they're gonna look at it, and they're gonna say, "Why'd you do this?"
Okay.
Yeah, we've had quite a day with Tiny and Shaq today.
We'll all end up in the clinker over this.
JB's text in. Thanks, Tanner. My 11-year-old has questions. What's his number so my kid can give him a call? Oh, man.
All right. So we can't use that in the podcast, right?
Why? Again,
All right.
Tanner is a preacher,
Okay.
a man of the cloth.
All right.
He's right with Jesus. We're not.
No, that's
Okay.
true.
Although things may have changed in the last, 5 to 7 minutes. I don't know how it works. Now mine works.
Okay. Good to have you along with us here on ESPN Arkansas. JT is guessing Madden actually did laundry while in Fayetteville, unlike Paula Morris.
He was here for a couple of months.
So all right. So the thing today is the AD at Arkansas, Hunter Rydichek, is out here, and he wants apparently, if you read the tea leaves here, they don't come out and say this, but apparently there were certain assurances made that Madden would stay for a certain amount of time, and he took the money and did not stay the certain amount of time.
That is correct.
There is they want to be able to get some sort of retribution out of this. Here's the thing about NIL buyouts. It's got to be all or nothing. If one school does it and the rest of them don't, it'll never work. Because you'll be getting players from Maine and Troy the rest of your life. You're not getting anybody any good. All right? So this is an all or nothing deal. Either all the schools have to do this or none of them can. You can't be – this is like being the 180 that won't deal with Jimmy Sexton. Okay, well, you're not going to get any qualified coaches then. Or any You either all have to do it or nobody can. You can't be the one person standing on principle with this because you're going to be recruiting 16th out of 16th in the SEC because right now these people want to get their free money, and you got to play the game to a certain extent.
To get quality players, you have to pay them.
Now, if everybody changes it, cool. All right. We got no problem with that. You know what I mean? We got no problem with that. If we're all going to play by the same rules. You got a 2-year deal, and if you don't stay for 2 years, you owe us money. It's a buyout. Okay? But either everybody's got to do that or nobody can. Because you can't be the one school that is standing on principle with that stuff. It's not going to work. Not in the recruiting world. It's going to kill you. It's going to kill you in recruiting.
Recruiting is a terrible, terrible business. And if you're not, you have to pay to play.
Right.
And that's just the world we're in right now.
Right. I don't think it's a bad idea, but you got to get everybody on board. And this is a sport where you can't get anybody on board because they don't think of themselves as business partners.
Here's Jamie trying to be, all erudite and stuff. You'll end up like Dabo Swinney.
Right. You will.
You know who was in the playoff last year? Dabo Swinney.
Right.
You know who wasn't?
No.
Okay. Leave Dabo alone.
I don't like Dabo.
Mrs. Dirty Drawers has texted in. When we talk about Madden from this point forward, can we play Take the Money and Run?
Well, look, I mean, all indications are that this is not a family anybody wants to be in business with, based on the behavior of their father, not the kids. But their father seems like first of all, he's one of the worst negotiators. He's a terrible litigator. First of all,
well,
your son was going to make $10 million over 4 years, and now he may not make $10 million. Period.
Now, what if he got the same deal for both of his kids at UCLA, and actually Nico may have lost some, but Madden gained some?
I think UCLA probably said, "Listen, we'll give you $2.5 million for the pair. That's it.
Okay,
that's it. We're not giving you 4 or 2 each. Or no. Here's what we're doing. Well, the one guy's never played. You can't. I mean, what kind of value does he have in the marketplace?
Well, enough that Hunter Yurchek put out a letter today that he wants his money back.
Right. Well, he wants the collective's money back. He's not sharing his money until July 1.
He wants
the
his money
collective
back.
wants their money back.
They want their money back, and it wasn't $25.
It's a lovely idea that makes a lot of sense, but you've got to have a lot of people that are on board with doing NIL contract buyouts, or you're going to be the only one, and it's going to just devastate recruiting. It is. You can't do it. I mean, you will have some people that are like, well, I believe, I want to earn my money and stuff like that. But I mean, you're not going to get, the highest end people. You got to play the game. Or what are we looking at? 3 and 9, 3 and 9, 3 and 9. I mean, I mean, it's just what are we going to do here? So, I mean, but it's a lovely sentiment. It's a lovely safe face sentiment. But if you don't have people on board with you, this is not you can't go to this all on your own.
Again, you flipped him on signing day, and you obviously it was not a he wanted to be here thing.
It was about money.
It was about money,
right?
And when you're dealing with that kind of person, especially with the latitude that they're given, which is they can get up and move at any moment. You can do what the Metcalfs did. As soon as you got your stuff, you're gone.
Right.
And that's that's just that's the danger you're in.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the what's going on today after this after he got in the portal last night or whatever. So anyway, Kent has texted in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Next Labor Day, Daddy goes to UCLA and says, "You want my boys to play? I need $6 million." First and second team QB UCLA is what are they going to do? If they win the first game and he goes in there and asks for more money, I mean, what do you do? Then it's a UNLV situation last year where that guy.
If you think this is over,
of course it's not.
You've got them for the rest of their career. No, they will be back, hand out again because you caved the first time.
Right. They by the way, where's this thing here? They open with Utah.
Well,
at the Rose Bowl.
That's a loss.
Then, oddly enough,
kick that fanny.
We were just talking about UNLV. They play them in Vegas next year.
Ooh.
The second game. Yeah. I got the schedule pulled up here. Obviously, I don't have this committed to memory or anything like that. But so that's what they're looking at there next season. But I was thinking about this earlier. Like, why have they not said anything? Well, they're looking to sell their story to the highest bidder. That's what they're waiting.
I think this is not something you want to get grilled on. You don't want to be put in front of a camera because good investigative journalist will make you look like a clown.
Well, none of those exist anymore.
You could get Rinaldi could get in there. If Rinaldi went in there, he'd turn you around, and he'd spin you in circles.
Rinaldi's doing weepy pieces on Fox. He's not doing investigative journalism anymore.
A good reporter could make you look like a clown. So they
got rid of Real Sports, so that's gone.
They don't need publicity. They're getting what they want.
No, what they're going to do is they're going to package the story themselves and sell it to the streamers, to the highest bidder. And then they're going to tell their story. It's just what Urban Meyer did with that Florida documentary, that garbage on Netflix.
That was like 3-4 years after he was out of the game.
Right.
He's been out of the game for a while. Yeah, and it wasn't.
But he tried to change the story to what he wanted you to believe was the story.
It's also, and this is just a guess, because I know of a documentary that was put together on this premise. The only way you're getting Urban Meyer is if you say nice things about him. He gets that final editorial cut.
Right. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So, and now I don't know how interesting that'll be to most people, but they seem to think that there is some interest because every time these guys do something, everybody talks about them. So, there is
doing it for
something.
2 hours.
That's right, exactly. So there is something there. So that's what they're doing. That's why we haven't heard from them. Is they're waiting to get the big, reality show commitment or whatever it is from one of the streamers, and maybe they will. At UCLA, it doesn't hurt. A lot of the media business is still based out there. Not all of it, but a lot of it is. Well,
LA's a big market, and if UCLA is good, you're going to get the coverage you want. And they're in the Big Ten. He could become a Big Ten legend.
But you're losing. But if you're Arkansas, you have no idea if this kid can play, and you are losing a giant headache. Win-win. I say pay him whatever money just to go away. This is the
way the mob does things. Sometimes you just pay them to go.
In the long run, you're saving money.
No, you're in better shape because there was not a chance in the world that he wasn't going to come back to you. Even if he's the third team quarterback with his hand down.
If he came into a game, say Talon gets banged up or something, and he comes into a game and leads to a win, like Memphis or something, Sunday morning he's going to. Hello, Remy Cofield.
Yep,
hello,
money.
Hello, it's going to cost $2 million now, not $1 million. Thank you. Absolutely. Now Pittman wouldn't have to deal with any of that anymore because they got the general manager. But still, that's exactly what would have happened. I say good riddance, and don't let the door hit you on the way out because this is not a family that anybody at the University of Arkansas wants or needs to be in business with. That's what I think. Adios.
I think this is addition by subtraction.
Yes, that's exactly right. And whatever money they lost, it's probably worth it to avoid the misery of dealing with their dad.
Yeah. It's UCLA's headache now,
right?
And you let them deal with it because they're not winning anything at UCLA.
No, of course not.
They're not prepared for the Big Ten. So, hey man, enjoy it. Go home. Go where your friends are. Get paid. Do whatever you got to do. Nico's not an NFL quarterback today. Maybe down the line. I'm not a huge fan of Madden.
Deshaun Foster was asked about this. He was asked about getting Nico, and now of course Madden's coming in. But he was asked about getting Nico. And he's like, I know he accepted our contract, and he wants to be a Bruin. But no, he wants to be a Bruin because that's where the money is. Like he wanted to be a Tennessee Volunteer if they were going to pay him $4 million, but they weren't. So he's out of there.
He'd have been a Purdue Boilermaker. That's the price was right.
Cut the crap, man. Please. We don't know what this is. Stop it. All right. Drive home inspired by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. Let me tell you about Roback, the brand that's redefining comfort. From the best hoodies and joggers to polos and performance tees, Roback is all about best fit and best feel. Roback fabric quality is fantastic. It's so soft, stretchy in all the right ways, and just ridiculously comfortable. And the Azalea collection is live right now, a limited edition drop you don't want to miss, along with their other spring golf collection. So go to roback.com, and at checkout, use code RUSH25. RHOBACK, roback.com. 20% off all hoodies, joggers, and more with the code RUSH25. Roback.com. Rush, the number 2, the number 5. Roback.com. We'll be right back here on Ruscin and Zach.
It's Tuesday, April 22nd. I'm Brandon Evans. This is your 4029 News Update in 60 seconds. From being a substitute teacher in 1993 to running an entire district in 2025. Tonight, you'll hear from the new superintendent about his vision for Fort Smith Public Schools. In other news, a small Cessna skid off the runway during an emergency landing at Drake Field in Fayetteville. More info is available at 4029tv.com and with our free mobile app. There's also a story posted right now about the Real ID deadline that's coming up on May 7th. Governor Sarah Sanders is in our area today. We'll tell you why. Also tonight, we'll tell you about Washington County's new Community Rebuilding Center, where certain nonviolent offenders can get help to try and get back on their feet. For all of those stories, plus your Get Ready Weather forecast and Hog Wild Sports Report, join me, Brandon Evans, tonight on 4029 News.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey gang, Blake Young here with Wood Power Sports. Currently, we are overstocked on select Polaris, Honda, Kawasaki, and Can-Am product. If you're in the market for a new side-by-side, ATV, or motorcycle, come see us soon. We're about to blow these out, and I can promise you they won't last long. Also, these products are high-demand products, not your typical on-sale stuff that no one wants. Our deals won't be beat, and your buying experience will be unmatched. We look forward to serving you. Wood Power Sports, solid name you can trust.
Hey, before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest and greatest offerings from the biggest names in golf. With 2 high-definition simulators, an enormous selection, and the most knowledgeable staff, be assured Golf USA is here to make you look and play better. And Golf USA is honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest's Top Fitters list for 2024. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA. We're as golf as it gets.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Kerry Earwood in Rogers and Derek Wardlow in Rogers.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BODY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BODY to 321-321. That's BODY to 321-321.
Military veterans and active duty service members, you could become a certified cyber warrior with just 12 weeks of training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, and IT pros with these skills often enjoy abundant opportunity and a great lifestyle. Protect our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville. This is ESPN Arkansas. Coming to you live from the Crane Automotive Team Studios. covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin,
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
You have made it to 5 p.m.
Well, depending on
your
where
Tuesday.
you are.
Well, I mean, that is the time. I don't know if you're out of work yet or not. I don't know your schedule, but it is 5:01 now.
Boy, this will be disconcerting. Let's do this. We have news coming in.
News you can use here. Ruskin and Zach, 877-377-6963. Drive home powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Why would I go somewhere with a bunch of other dudes just to look at one pair of Magumbos? I ain't doing that. I can do that at home.
Right.
Allison Wise says it's totally fine if you come up to her in public and say "woo pig."
Okay, all right. It is.
Okay. So
shouldn't she be on the news right now?
Yes, they should.
Okay, all right. Why do they listen? It's like they listen to us in those little ear things that they have. Those little squiggly, you know what I'm talking about?
She says that news people love their fans. It makes them feel important.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you may approach Allison. Do it with caution.
Right.
Don't scare her.
Right.
Well, you can walk up and you can say "woo pig."
Okay.
Woo pig.
There it is. And then she did it another time, but you lost the recording on that one.
No. I have all of them. Bill, Allison she does the 5, 6, and 10 for 40, 29.
4, 5, 6.
She was
9,
doing
10,
the
12,
the 12, the 12, 15, the 130. She was doing like overnights. It was when she was doing the morning show, and we're half asleep. She was clearly half asleep. It was during the tournament, I think.
Right? Yeah.
And she ended her newscast with "woo pig." Now we both like looked up and went, "What?" He goes racing in there, goes and gets it, and we get the original "woo pig."
Right.
And then
"woo pig."
I ran into her, and she was fine. She was like, "Cool, it's fun." People say things about it. She goes, but she says, "I'm going to cut you another one."
Right.
And like 2 weeks later, we got
"woo pig."
That one,
another one.
Yeah, we got the second one. So
and she did it on the phone one time.
She called in.
Yeah, right.
Because we were making her life miserable.
Good stories all around. Yes. Gavin in Fayetteville. News people love fans. The U of A,
not
so much.
No, the U of A
They don't love their fans. No, they do not love their fans.
Garen Greenwood is saying, "Is anyone happier than Grayson Wilson?" He's probably in a good mood today.
Who's that?
Grayson. He was the quarterback at Conway.
Okay.
That signed with Arkansas.
Oh, so he moves up in the depth chart now to what, 3?
Yes. Bob and Branson pointing out now Allison's going to have a bunch of randos coming up to her shouting "woo pig" at her.
That's what happens when you deal with this crowd. That is how it goes. All right.
So these are the things we learn.
So right now the quarterbacks, Grayson Wilson, KJ Jackson, who we assume is the backup, right? By the way, they still have Madden Iamaleava on their website on ArkansasRazorbacks.com. Someone might want to do
so you're saying there's a chance?
No, there isn't. So he's in the portal. And Austin Ledbetter, Blake Boda from Daytona Beach, baby. And Taylor Green. There's your quarterback room. What a room it is, too. Oh, man. Good times.
I've had several coaches tell me that Wilson was he was ranked low. They thought he was better than his national rank. So that's good. I mean that's good. It's good. You need him.
You want to be.
KJ Jackson's a backup. He hasn't played at all. Anything meaningful. So if Taylor Green, gets that knee, remember, we had the knee thing last year. You're dealing with a pretty inexperienced quarterback room.
Yep.
Dirty George wants to know, will there be a hog reaction after the Arkansas State game? Oh yeah.
Yeah, there will be.
I imagine
That's got Ty written all over.
Oh,
it.
that has Ty written.
Historic moment like that. He wants it all to himself. Wouldn't let anybody else have it.
He's gonna. I'm totally okay with him hogging the hog reactions.
Yeah.
You want to do it? Knock yourself out.
We have a very exciting edition of Hockey Corner coming up later this hour. Boy, we have some games last night in the quest for Lord Stanley. Oh man,
here's a fun text
drama.
to Bailey. So it sounds like a 58% completion room to me.
Bailey, that's very negative. It's very negative. But that is not the kind of attitude we need around
here. We
here.
go. Text the 901. Happy Earth Day, fellas. Go touch grass. That's what Melissa told us to do today.
Is that why she said it? I don't know.
You okay?
Yeah, I'll get to you during the break.
Okay. All right. All right. I just saw Bill, shaking his head in there.
He was waving his arm around.
Yeah, I know. I thought, that could indicate heart attack, as I learned yesterday from your wife. So I was, concerned.
Is it Earth Day?
It is Earth Day.
Oh, okay. So,
celebrate.
That's right. Don't throw your trash on the highway today. Maybe put it in a trash can.
You know what? Throw it to a prisoner picking it up.
Plant a tree. Hug a tree. Whatever. I don't know.
No, don't do that. Because then the Fayettevilleans get out and they're hugging Bradford pears. You know how it is.
You have no idea what Bradford pear is.
I don't have a clue.
You don't know it. You've just latched onto it.
Is it the big tree with the white leaves?
It's a smelly tree. It stinks.
Oh,
it's an invasive species, I believe.
How
did they don't want them?
How did they get to Fayetteville and not Springdale?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that.
How did they get to Fayetteville and not West Fork?
I don't know. But
Greenland.
We saw a bunch of them in Kansas City or in Overland Park, but they didn't smell. At least not to me. I think she may have smelled them. I don't know, but they're out there. Oh yeah, Dan in Mount Ida brings up it's also Matt Jones' birthday.
Yeah,
that's right.
Happy birthday, Matt.
You know who he shares a birthday with?
Who's that?
Well, let's see here. Peter Frampton. Frampton comes alive.
Oh yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
What? Now, how old is he? He's an old man.
Why did you guess?
Jack Nicholson is probably 87.
He's 88.
Look at me.
You're very good at this.
I'm not bad.
We haven't practiced in a long time, and you're very good at this. The late, great Arkansan Glenn Campbell had a birthday on this day in 1936. That's right. Yeah. Let's see here. If you like Whose Line, Ryan Stiles, the big tall guy.
Oh, yeah. Now, he played Herb on 2.5 Men.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He was really good.
Right. Okay. Yeah, there you go. There's some birthday. No way. This is unbelievable.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it's Matt Jones' birthday.
Uh-huh.
Matt Jones loves to say when a team comes up short, they Amber Heard at the bed.
That's correct.
Matt Jones and Amber Heard share the same birthday.
No way.
She's 39 today.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that?
Matt and I watched a good portion of the Amber Heard trial together.
That's right. Yes.
And we discussed it quite often. I think he's a fan.
I remember the first time I was doing a basketball postgame and he dropped Amber Heard at the bed on me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Well,
all right,
doing
all
that.
right,
We're kicking our game up a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
Now, the highlight of that trial, she had a Shaq moment, correct?
She did.
That is,
she did.
That's,
okay.
that's.
I just want to make sure I'm not misremembering.
Right.
No. You're all over that one. Yeah, she had herself a Shaq moment.
Right.
Oof, I don't know.
Boy, she sounds like a Canadian 5.
I think you could say that.
Why not?
I don't know.
Oof, I don't know.
Go back to the Tim Hortons thing. I think you can.
Oh,
say
yeah, okay.
That.
Tim Hortons,
okay,
I can say that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Straight out of Tim Hortons.
That's right. That's
right.
Okay, we're gonna have some fun last.
Right.
That's so weird.
You orchestrated that, so you don't get to.
All right.
What else did I have for you today? Earth Day. I love this. You're gonna love this.
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't know what I'm gonna say, so we're
No,
gonna get a real, honest reaction here. Okay. I was looking at some of the draft stuff today.
I love the draft.
And the latest NFL draft scuttlebutt, the flavor of the day, is the guy quickly rising up, possibly into the top 10 or top 5, is Jackson Dart.
Man,
this is a colossal.
Having a moment.
In the absence of greatness, we will grasp at anything.
That's right. Yep.
This is a Christian Ponder moment for whoever takes Jackson Dart. Now, if you are thinking about taking Jackson Dart instead of Shedeur Sanders, I'm on board with that. But if you're taking Jackson Dart because you think he's good, Christian Ponder.
How could anyone think that?
Christian Ponder is the comparison.
The most famous Ponder is Sam, not Christian.
No, he's working.
She had much more of a career than he did.
A finance bro now.
Huh. Yeah, that's the flavor of the day. Jackson Dart rising up the draft board.
Today is Tuesday.
Right.
We are 48 hours away from the draft. This feels and sounds, and Bill, you've been through a bunch of this stuff. This feels and sounds like somebody is interested in another quarterback and is floating the Jackson Dart rumor so that somebody who needs a quarterback, somebody will reach for Jackson Dart.
100%.
Thank you.
They're also thinking that they said the Giants are like willing to trade back from 2 or whatever.
That's not great.
Yeah.
That's not great. Now, who's got the first pick?
Cleveland.
No,
are they taking
Tennessee?
Cleveland's too. It's Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So is Tennessee taking Cam Ward?
Yes.
Okay.
And Tennessee said today we are taking the number 1 pick. We're not moving.
Okay. So
their
taking
front
Cam
office confirmed that today.
See, what could get weird is if they took Levis 2 years ago. That didn't work.
The mayonnaise kid.
Yeah, the mayonnaise
Right.
kid. The one whose girlfriend left him shortly after that.
Well, she wanted to upgrade.
Yeah.
He didn't get picked high enough in the draft.
No. Once he dropped to the second round, he was done.
Right.
God, that's got to be embarrassing.
I guess so.
I mean, like I would never know, but I mean, if you dump the guy because he got drafted in the second round,
you're a D1 bum.
Okay.
Thank you, kid.
Right.
I don't know.
They're coming in now. Bob and Branson. Dart equals Zach Wilson. Hog Wild and Van Buren. Will Levis sucks.
Yeah.
All right.
Jackson Dart is I can't disagree with the Zach Wilson comparisons.
Right.
I can't disagree with that.
Well, this gives us a little bit of a little more intrigue and drama and what's going to happen and all that stuff. I like
now,
it.
Here we go. Car Chase guy's got a meeting up here in Northwest Arkansas next week. He also needs a new driver's license. Is Lincoln the right move?
Well, make sure you get that real ID or whatever that thing is you have to do because they're changing to that next month.
The answer to the question is yes. Lincoln is the right move.
I got the real ID last year. Now, for whatever reason, they gave me one that expires later this year. I don't know why, but that's what they did.
Well, you got to put that
and
on.
I wasn't going to go to get in the line again.
You got to pay more. That's right. Everything costs more. JB says Bradford pears stink like rotting fish in the spring.
That's right, yeah.
Other than that, the only negative is a slight gust of wind can cause them to split and fall apart when they grow big. Okay?
Right. That's right. Hey, I'm an organ donor. How about that? I was looking at my license to see if I had the real ID.
Wow.
So,
okay. I think.
Are you an organ donor?
No, I've had this license for a while. I guess I got to check and see.
Maybe it's expired.
It has my old address on it.
Yeah.
Like my old address. What's this thing?
Long time ago.
Expires in 27. All right.
Oh, you got some time.
Yeah,
You're all right. You're doing fine.
Yeah, everything's
right. Okay.
Let's see. Maddie points out you can still make appointments at the DMV. So is Lincoln still needed? I say yes. It's the experience of getting there, and if you're a True Detective fan, there are things that they shot right there on the square in downtown Lincoln. Just FYI. When they had the press conference.
Matt going the other way. We all think Dart is worse, but everybody in the SEC thought Bo Nix was terrible, and he actually ended up being pretty good.
I don't think anybody thought Bo Nix was terrible. We thought he was terrible at Auburn. We thought Auburn was running him into the ground.
Yeah, he was pretty good at Oregon.
Yeah, he had Brian Harsin. We kind of forget that.
God, where'd that guy go?
Well,
now we're on another rabbit hole here.
Hold on. Where's Brian Harsin today?
Let's see here. He's the offensive coordinator at Cal. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler from South Korea wants to know who would want your organs.
Well, I don't know.
Now, your dad has texted in. People will line up to get your organs.
No, they won't.
Abner to break the tie, and I haven't read this. Organ donor, Ruskin's spleen will look. Oh, God. Abner.
You see, that's not one that you donate. The spleen.
Yeah,
you kind of need that one for life, I think. You know.
Okay. Well, Bill helped Matt out here. Bo Nix makes him want a homie hop, especially if the Broncos go back to the old jerseys. That'll be great going forward.
The Broncos have tweaked the jerseys it's similar to old, but it's better than the stuff they've been wearing for the last 20 years.
Yeah, I don't like that. I go back to the old donkey uniform.
And I think Nick's in year 2. He's just going to get better. I like him. I approve.
Wow. Okay. Still being positive.
Got a good caster around him.
Yeah, he does.
Good
and
receivers.
He's got Sean Payton.
Well, that's right. The Whisperer.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. It's good. That's right.
You guys are gross.
Yeah. Jamie and P. Ridge wants Shaq's colon for his man cave collection. That's the other thing we talked about today.
Yeah. And so if you're just
Shaq may have had an accident on the TV last night.
If you're just hopping on, Shaq had an incident last night on inside the NBA.
You all right, big fella? Catching a cramp? Go ahead. Keep talking, Chuck. Yeah, we're on TV. I know what we're doing. Go ahead. Yeah, that's that olive oil you've been drinking. Hey, take some matches with you. Hey, listen, he couldn't hold it. He can't hold it. After 40, he can't hold it no more.
That's at first.
He can't hold it.
Unless
he can't hold it no more after 40.
That wasn't something planned, was it?
Shaq's the youngest guy on that set.
That's true.
Yeah. Like Barkley would be, Ernie's the oldest, then Barkley, then Kenny the Jet.
Shaq's 53.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's our age. Well, my age or Bill's age. But yeah, he's the youngest guy on that set.
He had to go. He had to go.
The
apparently.
line in there that is noteworthy is take some matches with you. Because we've all been there.
That's
right. Matt, now, Bill, you've convinced him. He is homie hopping. Go Broncos. Look, you've got yourself a convert.
I'll take Matt. He can join.
Your dad, the great value Bob Ross, is that Broncos gear behind Bill. Bill?
Indeed it is. Old school logo.
Yep, the correct logo, the proper logo. Back when the Donkeys were a proper franchise,
right.
That was the logo.
Right. Back when the well, this was a little later than that, but it's like when you remember when they started doing the lineups with the video. You introduce yourself, and the Broncos offensive line never did it.
Never spoke.
They didn't speak to the media ever, so they would just put their picture up, and Al Michaels would read the name because everybody else would do, Terrell Davis, whatever. You know what I mean? That's anyway. Good story. Thank you.
That was great. I appreciate you sharing.
Really started leaking oil there at the end, didn't it? Yeah.
But thank you for sharing.
Well, I'm just trying to eat the time like everybody else is around here, right?
Yeah, we're just trying to get to the next break and move along. Baseball coming up shortly for some of you.
Here's a great point. Was Shaq mic'd up? Did the sound guy hear things? You got to always worry about that.
I've done that where we were doing a game and I had my IFB in and then I had the wireless and I had the microphone on and I went to the bathroom and I could hear myself in my IFB, which is never something you want to hear. You can hear people talking about you and you can't stop in that moment and shut it off because it's behind you. It's like hooked on your belt behind you. You can't. You're fumbling around. It's a bad situation.
I always turn the mic off when I did the weather and I had to go in the bath. I'd always turn the mic off every time.
I
don't think I ever forgot. I'm sure they would have given me a hard time about it if I did. One time a guy did forget, and
it happened.
You're all this it's bearing down in there.
That's why they have the handrails.
That's not why they have handrails. If you need handrails and you're not handicapped, you've got problems.
Well,
that was some meal.
I've often thought about putting handrails in my own personal bathroom. Just, that's
okay. Put that in.
Yeah.
Have you thought about putting that thing that'll take you up the stairs, like the lift?
No, haven't gotten to that point yet. Right. When I do, I think it's time to move into a one-story. Don't you think?
Yeah,
if I can't get up the steps,
it's time. Yeah, I think so.
I have yelled, "Who does number 2 work for?" Right. I've done that.
That's an underrated scene in that movie.
That is funny.
Hang on, buddy. We're gonna get through this.
You were talking about reenacting scenes. The Tom Arnold scene in Austin Powers is one of those. Who does number 2 work for?
I think we need to do it.
Okay. Jamie suggesting maybe the overhead Jeep handles in the restroom.
Oh, the old crap handles in the car.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no, I can see that.
Really? Oh crap.
Well,
that's what you decided to go with.
Well, that's the thing. That's the only thing I'm allowed to go with.
Yeah, that's also.
Oh, man. All right, 20 after the hour here. Ruscin and Zach, 877-377-6963.
Abner says that's Tom Arnold's best movie. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Didn't have much of a career, that Tom Arnold.
Hey. True Lies is a very underrated movie.
Okay.
It's also his best movie.
That's his Citizen Kane.
It is. It is.
Excellent.
Don't besmirch Tom Arnold. Do not. I will not stand for it.
Okay. I didn't know you were such a fan.
I love Tom Arnold. I think he's funny.
Wow. Okay.
Bill, Russell wants to know, have you ever had a bidet throw you out of the bathroom? We flooded the building with a bidet once.
We did. Yeah.
I have not.
Good to know.
I do, however, have a bidet.
Like now?
Yeah. Well, I bought one not an actual. I got the attachment thingy.
Oh, okay.
During the great toilet paper.
You have an aftermarket bidet.
Yes.
I got
the great toilet paper famine of 2020. I decided to invest, and it's only uncomfortable the first few times. Then you kind of get used to it.
Yeah,
it's life, man.
Ours didn't work right. It started the carpet got all squishy. It was not.
You
good.
didn't go above a 3, or
the carpet in the room behind the bathroom.
Yeah,
the bathroom's not carpet.
If you put it up to it said on the instructions, if you put it up to a 7, it's kind of what you were looking for. If we put it up to a 7, it knocked a hole in the wall. It would shoot across. So we had a water pressure issue.
As we do again.
3, as we do again. 3 was about all you could stand.
Right. Or it was gonna,
Yeah, you were gonna get a shock.
Yeah. You know what I saw the other day? There's a place I went recently, and they still had the social distancing spots on the floor. I'm like, man, that's 5 years ago. When's the last time you cleaned this floor?
I know.
5 years ago.
I was in a convenience store, and it had the blue footprints.
Yeah.
So I just stood on them, and I just wanted to see who got too close. Like, hey, man, social distancing.
But those are 5 years old.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are.
We don't mop this floor? Like, really? Like,
No.
what is this? Like, come on. Anyway. And this was at a place that, should be kept clean,
Oh, doctor's office.
Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now the truth comes out.
Just saying. I mean, what are we doing here?
Huh.
I was very surprised by that. All right, there you go. This piggybacking off the toilet paper
Good
shortage.
story. Thanks for sharing that.
You're right. 5 years ago.
It was.
We sat in here and talked about nothing. I was thinking, the other thing I was thinking about is ESPN just ran a concert. Remember that?
Yeah.
They put that Eagles concert on
did.
from the forum.
Well, I mean, nobody knew what to do.
There was nothing else
just
on.
making it up, and we got into some. Remember when we got into the the third tier of Bulgarian football or something?
Oh yeah,
they
were playing football in Bulgaria, and we were like, we're watching
racing.
this.
It's just a weird time. Really, really weird.
Well, we did the quarantine bracket.
We did, yeah, Bill. We did a great. Who do you want to quarantine with?
Which is just a ripoff of the old Tommy Smith Babe bracket. Just,
Right.
We changed it because you can't say Babe bracket anymore.
I was accused of fixing the.
Yeah.
I found that to be a little bit. I was offended by that, but whatever.
Tyler and Winslow wants the standing dots to still be around. He hates when some guy's breathing down his neck, in the line behind him or whatever.
I agree with it. In some instances, yeah, no, totally with
6
it.
feet, buddy.
Yeah, Trophy Hog's right. The Last Dance was perfect timing.
Yeah, they had that thing ready to go. Yeah, that was good. And then we'd come in on Monday and react to the latest episode of we do a post game of the Last Dance.
We did the
because that's all we had.
Ukrainian table tennis.
Yeah,
we were doing all kinds of stuff.
We got through it.
We're betting on it. I was.
You were.
I was.
The man of the 6-game parlay over here.
Listen. I'm bored.
Clearly,
I'm bored.
I got a great one going tonight.
Oh yeah, what you got?
I am confident that after they were embarrassed by 50 some odd points, the Grizzlies will beat the Thunder tonight. I'm confident.
Not cover.
Win the game.
The Thunder.
That's right.
Why do you believe this?
Because they were embarrassed the last time out.
What does that have to do with anything?
They've
been embarrassing all year long.
They're professionals. They're not going to let it happen.
They're going to lose.
Yeah.
But
by the way, early hockey corner update: Devils 1, Hurricanes 0.
I'm sorry.
10-10 in the first period.
Did you say the New Jersey Devils are on the board?
Yeah, they scored.
That's right. Scored it.
I'm looking. Jesper Bratt.
That's right.
Or Bratt.
It's Benjamin
probably
Bratt's
Bratt.
kid.
Yeah.
Kidding.
From Holla and Dougie Hamilton.
Holla!
At 3:51. Boy, they
That's
didn't
right.
waste any time.
No, the Devils are pissed. The Devils are pissed. Here we come.
Tried to exercise the demons
That's
of
right.
Lenovo Center in Raleigh.
Boy, that place sucks. I hate that place, man. It is a house of horrors.
We'll
down
give you
there.
the full hockey corner rundown in just a little while here on Ruscin and Zach. The drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky. Twin Peaks and Rogers is the place to enjoy all of your favorite sports action, like the playoffs, hockey or basketball, or the NFL draft. The NFL draft action is you can see it at the Ultimate Sports Lodge. Round 1 starts Thursday night. Don't forget they've got the rare bourbon going on right now. If you're a bourbon connoisseur, Twin Peaks offers an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. Plus, check out Barrel Select, handpicked by the Twin Peaks team and bottled just for you. Of course, you can always get the 29-degree draft beer, the Scratch Kitchen, and the scenic views. All going on. Twin Peaks, your nearest lodge in Rogers. Twin Peaks.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
How do you think the recruit's going to feel if there's a radio show that's just slamming our program?
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text GRIT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text GRIT to 42424. That's GRIT to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Hey, man, after this round, let's hit up BV65, that new barbecue spot in Bella Vista. I thought that was a members-only place. No, it's just like golf. All 4 Bella Vista POA restaurants are open to the public. You can check out BV65, Lake Point, BV Bar and Grill, and Highlands Pub and Patio. Well, let's go. I'm starving. Bella Vista POA, 4 great restaurants open to everyone with no membership required. Visit bellavistapoa.com/things-to-do/dining for details.
Hey everyone, Braden Webb here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. You may remember me from my days playing baseball for the Hogs. Now I'm hitting home runs for AAA Business Systems and enhancing the ways company do business in our area. If you want to partner with the best office technology provider in Northwest Arkansas, call me today at 479-442-4185.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Sandy White Perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, Sakhalin.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite. White perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Get luxury without the splurge with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. There's the $5 Classic box, as saucy as ever. The $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent favorites. And the $9 Discovery Box brings new indulgences like toasted cheddar street chalupas. It's the luxe you want for less. Choose your $5, $7, or $9 Lux Cravings box only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat trick.
Introducing the Azalea
So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat trick.
Built for comfort.
So let's take you back to the concrete streets.
Check out our
Original
latest
beats and real live MCs. Playground tactics, no So let's take you back to the concrete streets. Original beats with real live MCs. Playground tactics, no rabbit in a hat tricks. Just act classic.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC, BetOnline remains the number one online source for all your sports wagering information. In between games, head over to BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Thanks for watching.
Show you.
I'm meteorologist William Morrison with your 4029 Get Ready with the Forecast. Calm weather continues tonight in northwest Arkansas. By sunrise Wednesday, temperatures will be in the mid-50s. Sun and some clouds are on tap for our Wednesday. A stray shower or storm is possible. Daytime high temperatures will climb to the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Wednesday's overnight temperatures will fall to the upper 50s by sunrise Thursday. That's your Get Ready with the Forecast only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
This is so rare. I don't think Zach and I have ever watched a Devils playoff game before.
Well, the Devils don't make the playoffs that often anymore.
And they never play them at 5 p.m. Central either.
Well, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Right. I like
on a night when
they played at 4. I remember when they were playing the games in the bubble at 10 a.m. It was awesome.
That was daytime, like morning time for sports is really good. It's why the Olympics are good.
Yeah,
at 10 in the morning.
I enjoyed that. Yeah. Anyway,
the league is screwing my team.
The Canes are on the power play down
for the
1-0.
third time in the first period.
Yeah. No,
not a penalty called against Carolina. Dirtiest team in the league. But yeah, it's all the Devils. Man, the league hates us.
Yeah, clearly. They hate the Devils.
They do. They hate the Devils. The Devils scored, and the refs were like, oh, no. We're not having this.
The whole time, it's 8-on-5 out there, right?
Yeah, absolutely it is. They're going to throw another Devil out. I promise you. They're going to try.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Hate my team.
They do. They do hate your team. Everybody hates your team.
We all hate your team.
The media, the refs.
The refs.
Everybody hates your team.
Everybody, the league, Bettman.
Yeah.
It's us against the world, Derek. That's what it is.
Right. All right. You can text us or call us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline at 877-377-6963. Rob texted in, you've never sounded more like a Hog fan. You do right now. That's true. You've nailed it. You have nailed it.
League hates us.
Yeah, that's right.
You're Ruskin and Zach X polls. Clayton Kershaw is pitching for Tulsa tonight at The Naturals over in Springdale. In 10 at-bats, could you get a hit off of them? 10% of you say yes.
God, y'all are crazy.
Y'all are dumb.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Whose time at Fayetteville would you say was the most productive? Dana Altman, Paula Morris, or Madden Iamaleava?
Right.
45.7% of you now say it was Dana Altman. Does it seem a little excessive that as an adult, you have to be responsible every single day? 88.4% of you said yes. Before you marry, date, or hire someone, should it be required that they use a computer with slow internet so you can find out who they are? 90.9% of you say yes. And this is for my own information, just so I'm clear, the reason we don't like Madden Iamaleava is that he never would have played here, he's not that good, he's greedy, or is it his dad? 60% of you say it's his dad. Those are your Ruscin and Deck X polls, brought to you by no one in particular.
The Devils killed off the penalty, by the way,
we did.
so it's still 1-0.
It's still us against the world. The league hates us.
Jared and Jasper is claiming they are getting the Devils back because of the recent unfortunate passing of the Pope.
Listen, the Devils are named after the New Jersey Devil, which is a mythical creature.
Like a Wampus cat.
Something like that, yes. It's more akin to a Tasmanian devil, but yes. It's named after an animal or a species of some sort.
Hacker texted in, Chad Morris brought Arkansas Traylon Burks and then never threw him the ball in the red zone.
Never bothered to throw it
which is just, that is football malpractice when you have a receiver like that and you don't give him the ball in the red zone.
What happened?
You're stupid.
What happened when they started throwing it to him? They started winning.
That's
a lot.
Right. Did so much winning, they got tired of winning. Yep. Yeah, that was
they did all the winning.
Well, yeah, I believe I'm the only one on Cool Island here with this theory that Paula Morris never did a load of laundry in Fayetteville, Arkansas in the less than 2 years that Chad worked here because she stayed back in Dallas with, what's his name? Chandler.
Yeah, how's that going?
Who was supposed to be the next great quarterback at Arkansas that didn't happen.
Bryant from Atkins says Kershaw is a bum.
Okay.
I don't think that's accurate.
Clearly not a Dodger fan.
Yeah, you must be a Giants or Padres fan.
Right. Or must be.
God forbid, a Rockies fan. No offense.
None taken.
Bill's betting against the Rockies tonight. He doesn't care, right?
Dude, I want to make some money.
That's exactly right. Yes, this is a business
your favorite
decision.
team is green. I mean, that's the way this works. Is hey, if your team sucks, bet against.
Favorite team is green.
That's right.
That's how it works.
My Red Sox taking on the. God, we're gonna get our ass kicked by the Mariners tonight. Can't wait.
Surely not.
Oh yeah,
not
you guys
that
have
good.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the old Beltway series.
It has nothing to do with whether we're good or whether they're good or not. It has everything to do with how bad the Red Sox are.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough. What time do they play?
5:45. 5:40. Yeah, great question from Scott the Tortilla Guy. Does Cags take him? We're down to Cags. Does Cags take him yard tonight?
Boy, that'd be cool.
Here's the thing about Jack Cagley. You throw it 94 and put it in the zone, he's going to hit the ball. He's going to hit it to Eureka Springs.
Okay.
Curveball. Boy, that sucker.
Bats are afraid.
Bats are afraid. He's hitting 237 right now.
Maybe you need to give him cigar and rum.
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to be there and see it. You're going to get a treat getting to see Cags versus Kershaw.
Oh, if Cags takes him deep, it's going to be great.
People there will go absolutely crazy.
Cags, are you guys drinking buddies or something?
Jack Caglione, yeah. Well, I work for the company, so yeah, why not?
He's a company man.
I'm a company guy.
That's why he's wearing the free shirt.
That's how they refer to him around the park. So I'm one of those guys. Yeah.
Now, is he like nice, or is he one of these, the bags that
Lurch
comes
would
around
be a better
here?
person to answer this
I
question.
just wonder if you heard anything.
Lurch had a very, very good interactions with him.
Good. That's
now
good.
there are players on that team that we openly root against because they are a-holes.
Well, I mean, they've had like Moustakas was a nightmare apparently, and then stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I just
now, here we go. Text rather 318. Zach pulls for Notre Dame, the Red Sox, and the Carolina Devils. Did you just throw a dart at a map? Hey, idiot! The Devils are from New Jersey.
Yeah, Carolina's the other team, the Hurricanes.
The Hurricane,
the old Hartford Whalers. Right.
Jeez.
And actually, New Jersey was an old Colorado team before they moved to New Jersey.
That's also true. They were the Colorado Rockies.
Right.
But no, I have an actual reason why I'm a fan of each team. Now, I was not originally a Devils fan. I was originally an Islanders fan. for the great Stanley Cup teams that they had in the early 80s until the Devils arrived in 83. And I was living in New Jersey at the time. The Devils were now my team.
Brendan Byrne Arena.
Been there many, many times. They were on opening night. They lost 8-1 to the Penguins.
Oh.
I was there.
Chico Resch.
Yeah. That was a terrible, terrible team.
Right.
And 12 years later, they won their first Stanley Cup, and
they did.
It's been a thing ever since.
Oddly enough, when Mike Emmerich got the Fox job, they ended up winning a cup, and he did the cup on national TV.
Doc Emmerich. I grew up with Doc Emmerich. If you don't know who Doc Emmerich is, look him up. He's the best to ever do it in any sport.
Yeah. What did he use? Like 70 different adjectives to describe it fancy, or verbs.
Look at this. Yeah. God, we are crap.
Oh, good defense.
Yeah. But
your goaltender's getting a workout. Y'all need to. The ice is tilted towards Carolina
for target practice.
Y'all need to get this thing going to the other end.
Doc Emmerich uses a phrase that I use during basketball games.
Waffle boarded.
Well, no, I don't use waffle boarded. when you get one of those 5 group subs. Looking at you, Roger.
A fire wagon
Looking
change.
at you, Heritage.
Yeah.
I call it a fire wagon change.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Jamie says Chandler Morris is the starting quarterback at Virginia. Is that true? Boy, Virginia is just loading up on mediocre guys in the portal.
Yeah. Didn't Bronco Mendenhall quit, or is he still there?
Yeah, he's long gone.
Oh, okay. Who's the coach out there? Let's see who we got here. Tony Elliott. Oh, yeah, the old Clemson guy. That's right. Okay. Excellent. Well, maybe Tony Elliott's got something cooking there. I mean, the ACC may be up for grabs.
Oh, now here's somebody.
North Carolina's not going to do much with Belichick.
Here's somebody who's an Oilers fan. Edmonton Oilers.
Edmonton Oilers?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Way to go. He's a McDavid fan.
Ugh. Your boy. You love Connor McDavid.
They had a big comeback last
night. Never
win
anything, do they?
They didn't win. They did not win. Gave it away in the final minute. We'll get to all that. Hockey Corner coming up. What do we learn coming up? It's a busy day around here. Some of you are going to hear baseball at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
It's a very exciting Tuesday.
Assuming I did it right.
We are hoping you did. And
I guess I should check that.
And hopefully it's the English version of the game.
Boy, wouldn't that be fun?
Listening to Phil and Bubba and Mandarin might be a bit challenging for some.
They're expanding.
You can probably figure it out, though.
Yeah, we look good.
18 minutes until the hour. Hold on. It didn't click. It's my bad. That's not on Bill. That's on me.
Bill. That's on you.
18 till the hour.
Text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Tommy, when's the last time you've had breast milk?
With sports to the wacky, weird, and wonderful, we've got you covered.
You got to be able to shoot. You got to be a threat.
You suck the helium out of a balloon, and then you get, hey, how you doing?
Is that dangerous?
I'm a hugger.
I never get a hug from you. What's that about?
I'm selective with them. I've been guilty of saying that you are what your record says you are. It feels different now.
13 hours of local programming in podcast form every day. Don't miss a moment of fun on the Hit That Line Podcast Network.
Have you ever pooped yourself?
Northwest Arkansas. Hi, this is Stacy with ProMix Concrete, a division of Ozark Ready Mix. We're a local ready mix concrete supplier, and I'd like to invite you to call our team. We'll provide you high performance, optimized ready mix concrete and top-notch service for any and all of your commercial, DOT, and residential construction applications. Call us at 479-480-3060. That's 479-480-3060, and we'll take care of your business. Ask yourself, do you need a mix or ProMix?
Superior Fence and Rail, one of the largest fence companies in the country, is here in Northwest Arkansas. Superior Fence and Rail can custom chain link, wood, or vinyl fencing. Superior Fence can custom install ornamental iron fencing with powered automatic gates with access control. 12 months, same as cash financing, is available. And Superior Fence and Rail warranties all of their work. Superior Fence and Rail, 479-439-1096. 479-439-1096. Or go online to superiorfenceandrail.com.
Is your lawn looking like it hit the snooze button one too many times, weeds creeping in, grass barely hanging on? It's time for a makeover, Lawn Pride style. Our 7-step program does it all, from kicking weeds to pampering your lawn with the nutrients it needs to thrive. Thicker, greener, and yes, way healthier. And here's the kicker. Your first application is free when you sign up for 5 or more treatments. Free! Ready to turn your yard into the envy of the neighborhood? Trust Lawn Pride, because your lawn deserves a little TLC. Visit lawnpride.com to kick off your lawn's glow up today. Lawn Pride, professional care, unbeatable price, and results that'll have your lawn singing.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could beat lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text GRIT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text GRIT to 42424. That's GRIT to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When I wake up,
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
Jeans and I feel all right.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I put my blue jeans on. I put my blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I put my blue jeans on. I put my blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy. And from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruscin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell. ESPN 99.5.
Giving you the entertainment you deserve. Here's Ruscin and Zach.
All right, we're back here. Ruscin and Zach. We've never had a score update during Hockey Corner.
No, we have not.
This is a first for us. What a night. And we'll get to what we learned and everything here, but let's we got to move along here. Let's get to Hockey Corner. He mixes that live, by the way, y'all.
Yeah,
that's not recorded.
That's like
Pretty
DJ
good.
Derek.
Pretty good. You're right. Okay. First intermission. Devils 1, Hurricanes 0.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. The league hates us.
They do hate you, but you got it.
They hate us because they ain't us.
They've managed to get a goal, a one-goal lead.
There was a T in it.
That's right. Coming up, the Battle of Ontario, 6:30, ESPN2, Ottawa at Toronto. The Leafs have a 1-0 lead. Don't blow it.
They'll blow that.
They always do. 7:30 on ESPN, the Battle of Florida. Panthers and Lightning.
Teams
That's game one of that series. Yeah. Well, you got the recent Cup winners. There.
I hate those teams, especially Tampa. I really hate them.
Yeah.
Tampa does the hockey team.
10 o'clock tonight, ESPN, the triple dip. The Minnesota Wild taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas has a 1-0 lead in the series. Last night, a lot of excitement. Ovechkin had an OT game winner for the Capitals against the Canadiens, 3-2. The Jets polished off the Blues with a 2-1 win. They have a 2-0 lead in that series. The Jets, the President's Trophy winner. That's the team with the most wins and points and whatnot. The Kings had a 4-goal lead. They blew it. But then they ended up scoring a goal in the final minute to win it 5-4 over the Edmonton Oilers, who someone in our audience is a fan of there, or 6-5, I should say. Anyway, the Kings lead that one in game 1. And then I was very sorry to see this, Bill, but the Avalanche lost to the Stars 4-3.
All of my teams
in overtime.
You can't lose to the Stars.
Yeah.
Can't.
Monday was the 373rd day in Stanley Cup playoffs history to feature at least 4 games. It was the first time 4 home teams won by 1 goal. What that? That comes from ESPN research. So
all right.
There you have it. There's Hockey Corner. All right. And now we'll move on to and I just got a what did I learn
that you're excited about?
Yeah,
okay.
I just changing mine. Bill, what did you learn?
Well, before I start, I just want to say let's not forget that Pat Tillman gave his life to friendly
That's
fire.
Right. Yep.
This day in 2004.
Absolutely.
And as we earlier mentioned, Earth Day today, so recycle, everybody. Fun fact: of all the water on the planet, only 1% of it is suitable for human consumption.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
It's all in this container right here.
So let's not all waste it pulling a shack and flushing too much.
Okay.
Jack really wearing it today.
He really is.
Well,
He had one touching cotton yesterday.
He did.
Apparently.
One of my favorite baseball players of all time, Carlton Fisk.
Yes.
Red Sox, White Sox player.
Pudge.
Pudge, the original Pudge. When you say Pudge, I say Carlton Fisk. Hit 376 home runs in his illustrious Hall of Fame Major League Baseball career. Hit 188 on the road, 188 at home. Wow. It's a wild split. It's wild.
Now, I'm going to have to preface this. This comes from Stu Gatz, so it may not be true.
Probably is.
But Stu Gatz claims the only NFL, NBA, or MLB team to not make the playoffs during Pope Francis's reign was the New York Jets.
Well, let me think. Because the Marlins made it. The Rays made it. The Rockies, did they make it?
Yeah.
Okay. They might be right.
The only of the 3 of football, basketball, and baseball, the only team that did make the playoffs in Pope Francis's reign was the New York Jets.
Huh.
That's what I learned. I hope that's true because
God,
it's perfect.
The Jets are terrible.
It's perfectly on brand if it is true. So
they may have sunk to the worst professional organization. And poor Aaron Glenn, he's their head coach now. Like Aaron Glenn,
he's turn it around.
He was the D coordinator over in Detroit, had things working over there. It's all going to come crashing down.
He's going to turn it around.
Robert Saleh was he was a defensive mastermind. He was the guy that built the 49ers defense, took them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And now he is seen as a pariah and a moron because he went to the Jets.
Aaron Glenn, an unsung hero, though, for firing Aaron Rodgers.
Also true. That may be the thing that gives him the bounce. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
He said, I watched his introductory press conference. I mean, he seems like a no-nonsense guy.
Oh, he sounds the part.
But it's still the Jets. The Jets still suck, and it's not going to get any better.
Love it.
I'm sorry, and I have friends Jets fans. I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize.
Also, it's Stu Gatz. All right. Well, I'll give you a full rundown of Clayton Kershaw's outing when we
please do
when we reconvene tomorrow at 2 p.m.
7:05. For those of us that are concerned with the time of there, it is 7:05.
Yeah, get it right.
Well, they hit the field at 6:15.